Amen. What it is, family. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. What up, y'all? Huh? What's the deal, family? Scruffy Dean, you know, we got some things to handle later, going to a party later. You know what I mean? And we gonna enjoy ourselves and have a good time. You hear what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in that thing two-stepping. You hear me? I'm gonna be in that thing two-stepping like this. What's up, y'all? Oh man, get in here. I'm glad ain't too many people in here yet, because I gotta hold up and do this. Oklahoma City is in the building. What it is. OKC, congratulations, Brody Kevin. Congratulations. SGA is my man's. I love his game. I love the team, the whole nine. Y'all well deserved, because y'all city really be holding like OKC down. What Shay said, it's like 800,000 people there that live there, and 600,000 showed up. That's amazing. So shout out OKC, much deserved championship, the whole nine, y'all. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's the dealio? All right, y'all know I gotta get everything straight. Y'all know how this stuff be acting. Give me a second, family. Brian Norman Sr. came back out here on Devin and them head again. Brian Norman Sr. came back out here on Devin and them head again. George in the building. George said, I'm in Vegas where it's hot and dusty and dirty. Don't do them like that. Don't do them like that. Kevin said facts. The whole state was there. On mama, it was. Picasso, what's the deal? Marta Prince, what's the dealio, famsleys? What's up? Shout out to my man Greg Hackett. I'm a spirit, gang. All right, hold on, y'all. I gotta get certain stuff situated. I gotta get it situated. You know how YouTube be doing. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right, see, this is the goofy stuff I be talking about. Hold on, y'all. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Nope. All right, let me go here. Now, I appreciate y'all showing up, y'all. We're going to have an interesting show. I'm back at it. Big Bob Gunn, what it is, Brody. Dean, meaning to say, them Georgia boys putting on for the Eagles. Nah, absolutely, bro. Shout out to Georgia, because you know we have Georgia Bulldogs. That's why it's good that me and Tay Jones came together. You see how it work? Georgia to PA. Georgia to PA. Because one thing Georgia and PA got in common, especially Georgia University, we like them dogs. All right, man, what's going on? I got to turn my monetization on, y'all, and YouTube be acting retarded when you first go live and you're trying to turn it on and all of this extra stuff, y'all. So give me a little second before we can really, really start chopping it up, all right? I got y'all. All right. Let me see. All right, hold on, y'all. What you gonna do when 50K is all you do? What you gonna do when you gotta pick up the Rougarou? What you gonna do when you gotta pick up the Rougarou? All right, hold on, y'all. I'm getting it together, man. Yo, hit that like button. Where we at on the likes, y'all? I let them slide yesterday. It was popping yesterday, and I let them slide on the likes. Where are the likes at? Hit that like button, you eavesdroppers. Don't be an eavesdropper. It ain't good for your health. Oh, there we go. Cool. Let me add this in. Uh-huh. Hey, y'all, I appreciate y'all in the building. Oh, don't go nowhere. Those people that just left, don't go nowhere. Stay right here. Don't go nowhere. We just getting set up, yo. We just getting set up. That's all. That's all we doing. Mm-hmm. All right, bang. There we go. Yo, how y'all feeling today, man? What's going on with everybody, man? I hope y'all doing amazing. Y'all, I hope that y'all, I hope the family is okay. I hope everybody's doing great, man. And we gonna talk about, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. Bill Haney and them out here doing what they do again. Bill Haney and them out here doing what they do again, and we on helmets. We BTA. We are on helmets because I told y'all about these guys, and they a cancer to boxing, man. I told y'all about these dudes, and they a cancer to boxing, man. And it's unfortunate. Hold on. Oh yeah, y'all lost a lot of respect for a lot of people too. I ain't even gonna lie. I lost a lot of respect for a lot of people, gang. Cause I just see how they moving. What's up, y'all? Now let's get to it, my brethren. Let's get to it, my brethren. What's the deal? Are we gonna have fun? Y'all see what I got, right? Oh, we gonna have fun. Y'all see what I got, right? Hold on, let me take a little sippy sip. I'm Mexican, gang. I'm Mexican, gang. Hey, 19 likes. Oh, no. Oh, I'll be quiet. 19 likes? Nope, can't do it. I'll sit here and look at you just like this. 19 likes? 19 likes? That's what we doing? 20 now. So that means we got 17 haters. All right, Picasso, you driving. That's fine, bro. You driving. Don't worry about it, gang. Don't worry about it, gang. I don't want you to turn into a spirit, gang. Yo, when Greg be saying that, it's the most hilarious. Greg Hackett is probably the most hilarious person on YouTube, y'all. I swear to God, like his slogans. I thought I was the guy that had the slogans. I ain't got nothing on Greg, bro. Perfect. I got a question, Tago. Did Jose Ramirez have to do 19 weeks of testing? I'm just asking the spirit. I'm just asking the spirits, gang. Did Jose Ramirez have to do 19 weeks of testing? I just want to know, y'all. Huh? Yo, Kevin, I know that 607 Unk stuff. I know that's his stuff. I'm talking about it in boxing. Jose Ramirez ain't have to do 19 weeks of 19 weeks of testing. Wow. Then you know what that means, gang? Devin and Bill some damn ducks. Because if you felt so strongly about it, about everybody that gotta fight your son, why Jose Ramirez ain't gotta do 19 weeks of testing? All things. I'm a spirit, gang. Why Jose Ramirez ain't have to do 19 weeks of testing if Devin and Bill felt so much of a type of way about it? That's how you know they some damn ducks. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. What you gonna do when 50K is all you do? What you gonna do when you gotta pick up the rule? Yo, Devin and Bill, Turkey. I'm glad that Tate Jones came on my show yesterday, y'all. Because Tate Jones said that he don't think that Turkey is going to be too fond of this. But I already knew that, my guys. I already knew that. I already knew he wasn't. Why would Turkey be happy that Devin and Bill and them is trying to pull something after they already negotiated on it? Why would he be happy about that? And we got history with Turkey. Turkey don't like when people agree to stuff and then switch it up. Y'all called Jerron Boots Ennis a duck for less. Y'all called Jerron Boots Ennis a duck for stuff he didn't even agree to. But Devin and Bill get to give Brian Norman Jr. an ultimatum. And then you got content creators out here talking about Brian Norman Jr. needs Devin. A need? Do people, like, y'all, do people understand the English language? When you say need, that would mean that Brian Norman Jr., y'all, if Devin pulls out, won't get no fight and won't get no money. That's not going to be the situation, though. Only one person paid Brian in the building. It's only one person that'll be left without a fight, without a bag, on the outs with promotional companies. That person, Devin the Dream Haney. So when people talking about he needs them, he needs them. Well, Tay came up here yesterday and said he pretty sure that Turki Aliki Ashiki will get Brian Norman Jr. a replacement opponent. And you know what's even worse about this? If they pull out, y'all, you just messed up one of Turkey's biggest cards. I don't think Turkey going to be too happy with that. Now, listen, I could be tripping. Y'all already know. I could be wrong. I could not be in my right mind. But I doubt that Turki Aliki Ashiki going to be too happy with this. That's just my opinion, my guys and girls. I got something else, Dean. What I don't understand is why Bill is trying to dictate terms when they know they ain't the champion. No, you understand it. Hey, who told me that? Zaya. No, you understand it. Bill is doing what he always do. It's why I call him Bill Nokia. It's why I call him Bill Nokia. They don't want to fight Brian Norman Jr., gang. Look at my eye. Look at my eye. They don't want to fight Brian Norman Jr., gang. What we smoking? What is we smoking? Little cookie dough. Little cookie dough. That, you know, little cookie dough. You know what I'm saying? Little cookie dough. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A little cookie dough. That's all. GB in the building. Curly's J. Zaza. Oh, that's around. You know. Hey, Curly J, sometimes with the Za, I'll be over there like Kid Austin. Curly J, the Za be having me like Kid Austin. George, matter of fact, Curly J, that DHP pack. That DHP pack what I'm smoking on. You hear me? I want to talk about something else real quickly. What them like buttons at? Yo, we got 23 eavesdroppers. Why you don't like me, gang? Why you don't want to support the channel, my guy? What's wrong with you? I'm a thorough guy, my G. What's up with you, fam? You want this cook, but you don't want to hit the like button? You want this cook, but you don't want to hit the like button? Why? You don't want people to see this? You don't want me to cook Devin and Bill? They cooking themselves. It's too late for that. Big Dog Willie in the building. And I know Big Dog Willie got to get some rest because Big Dog Willie be working at nighttime. I hope you off today, Big Dog Willie. Big Dog Willie with the deuce says, Bill Haney is really trying to get out of the fight. You think, Big Dog Willie? You think? I want to fight Shakur Stevenson. Hey, Big Dog Willie, you want to know who don't know that Devin want to fight Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson. You want to know who don't know that Devin wants to fight Gervonta Davis? Gervonta Davis. Oh man, like, bro. Nah, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, bro. I'm trying. Listen, man, I've been dealing with a lot in my life as well. But boxing turned up, and I just can't. Y'all know how I get, y'all. I can't take it, y'all. I got bad nerves. I got bad nerves. So when people start capping too much, it's like I turn into the Incredible Hulk. I can't help it, gang. Hold on, what Paige say? Hold on, let me go what Paige said. Paige said, hey, if I'm Brian Norman Jr., I get the secondary testing outside of VADA. Boxing a dirty game. And by the way, the Haney's moving-ish, giving setup vibes. I mean, we knew that, Pete, when the security guard gripped Brian Norman Jr. up like this. I interviewed this T-shirt. Gang. Nah, I love y'all, man. Real rap. I'm about to let me put this link in the chat, man. Hey, you want to know something else I got a problem with, y'all? We got to talk about all you people that are okay with Clarissa Shields fighting Layla Ali, and she been off for 20 years. I don't want to hear y'all all owe Gervonta Davis an apology. Everybody owes Gervonta Davis an apology. At 2 Cent Boxing, I am disappointed in you. Talking about the actual GOAT, Layla Ali, 2 Cents. I am highly disappointed in you, Queen. They told me that Gervonta Davis aged out Loma. 2 people need an apology, gang. Floyd Mayweather's, because Manny Pacquiao is about to fight at 48 years old, and y'all told me 14 years ago that y'all told me 14 years Floyd Mayweather aged out Pac-Man. Gervonta Davis aged out Loma. But we about to actually entertain watching Barrios and goddamn Pac-Man and Clarissa Shields and Layla Ali. Lord have goddamn mercy, man.
What I say, Dean?
2 Cent. I was listening to the playback last night, 2 Cent, and I heard y'all say some of the most blasphemous stuff that it was hurting my soul, sister. It was hurting my soul. Layla Ali is the GOAT of this. This is her shit, 2 Cents.
Dean, come on, Dean. See, this is the thing, right? And all of that is cool. But when people start trying to insult my intelligence and not keep it real, I gotta be honest. Let's be honest. Y'all telling it's people on my panel, Dean, that was trying to tell me that Layla Ali can beat Clarissa Shields. And the only point Layla Ali was cool for the time. She did what she had to do for women's boxing. She used her name to bring attention to the sport. But the only point that I was trying to make was Layla Ali would never beat Clarissa Shields at any time. That's all I was trying to say. That's all I was trying to say. And I don't, and the fact that, like, because I'm about to do a video today, and the title of the video is gonna be called Elder Abuse. Because why the hell is Clarissa Shields trying to fight Layla Ali? It is asinine. It makes absolutely no sense. This is one of the dumbest. This is dumber than Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, in my opinion.
I swear to God, it is.
Like, and the fact that people think, and that's why I was going hard like that, Dean. The disrespect of Clarissa Shields to think that Layla Ali can come out of retirement and beat her is completely asinine.
It
Period.
really
I don't care
is.
what nobody say. I don't care. It don't insult my intelligence like that. Cause then I'm gonna let you have it. Who was Layla Ali fighting? The fighters back then were nowhere near as skillful as these women fighting today. Y'all gotta be honest.
Well, I'm
Y'all
gonna be
gotta be
honest with you, Two
honest.
Cent.
Nah,
This
I
thing,
got.
I
Go
don't
ahead, Dame.
think the ladies is that skilled today. I don't even. It's like five.
No.
Hey, 2 Cent. To be real, it's like 7, 8 good female fighters that's actually very good. It's not this
That's not
lineage.
true. That's
Hey,
not
2 Cent.
true, bro.
2 Cent. You got Katie Taylor. You got Amanda Serrano. You got Miss Green. You got my homegirl from Philly. I can't think of her name right now. You got the young babe from New Jersey. I forget her name. The caramel skin young lady who's doing an amazing job in boxing. You got
Ain't that
about
her name Shaija?
you. Would you say her name again, Enigma?
Ain't it Shaija or some shit like that?
Yeah, yup. Two
You
Cent. You
got
got
Bob
about
Marley,
like
you got
10
Michaela
girls.
Mayer, you got Fundora little sister, and Dean. These women is out here boxing, bro.
Now they
Like I
is.
know
They is.
you gotta be watching them. They are very skillful. They not slapping and doing all that like the women back in the day. They got footwork, they got defense, they got head movement. They got
Hold
them
on.
women back then did not have that, Dean.
But 2 Cent.
Like
Think
Cent,
that's
about
Layla
this.
Ali had head work. She had head movement. She had some footwork,
Facts.
she
and she could
slow.
motherfucking punch. She had
She
pop too.
She's slow, and who was she fighting against, y'all? I guarantee you, she wasn't
Two
fighting
cent.
against no.
Two
She
cent.
wasn't
Two
fighting
cent.
against no Anna
Matter of
Gabriel.
fact,
Two cent.
She wasn't fighting
she
against
was
no
supposed to fight
franchise
Ann Wolf,
fools. She ducked
but
Ann
Ann Wolf.
Wolf. Why do y'all think that
Yeah,
is?
true, true. She did. She did. I ain't
Well,
gonna
let
hold
me
Why
you.
do
She
y'all
ducked
think
Ann
that?
Wolf.
So
let me say this.
why?
2 Cent. We can't say that when we the same people that don't let people get away with that saying that with other people. Who they for? Resumes don't win fights, 2 cents.
Dean,
Resumes
I
don't win
agree.
I mean,
fights.
that's true.
Clarissa Shields ain't got. Clarissa
So you
Shields is
telling
a.
me? No, let me put this in perspective. Not to cut you off, Dean. If I say, y'all, listen to this. It's a fighter that's a two-time Olympian, three-time undisputed in 16 fights, and she's about to fight a fighter that's coming out of retirement after 20 years that was fighting strippers and bartenders when she was coming up.
I mean,
That's
Layla
nasty
Ali gonna
work.
lose this fight if she fight her. She gonna lose. I'm just saying.
My thing is
Because
two
that's a
cent.
long time. That's like Pacquiao coming out of retirement to fight motherfucking Mario Barrios.
My
And
thing
that's
is 2 cent. The
even
difference
longer.
is the difference is Layla was actually knocking people out though. So I hear you on
Facts.
who she was fighting, but she was doing exactly what she was supposed to do to competition that's like that. It
Was
She
she
wasn't
fought
like
fighting
Christy
only?
it
Was
was
Martin.
she
these
fighting
close
She fought
only
fights,
Christy
and she
Martin.
champions?
wasn't dominant.
Guys,
She was
was she
dominant. She
fighting?
was just as dominant in her era as Clarissa Shields is
No,
today.
she wasn't, and let me tell you why. Was she fighting
Yes, she
all the
was.
champions?
Yes, she
Was she
was.
fighting all the
Yeah, hell
champions and all
yeah.
the way? So how many belts did she get?
I don't even know how
I could
many
have sworn.
belts
I
Layla.
could have sworn she.
Was
I
she
could have
three-time
sworn she
undisputed?
wasn't undisputed, but she was damn sure unified.
Okay, unified. Clarissa Shields fighting
She was
every
damn
champion in
sure
every weight
unified.
class that she in, y'all. She's fighting champions. She got
True.
16 fights,
True.
three times undisputed. That means the people she's fighting are champions. They're
But
champions.
Clarissa's
Layla
a
Ali
fucking
was fighting
anomaly, man.
champions too, though, 2 cent. You just don't like
She's
the
only
champions.
he just no, it's not about like. He just said she was only unified. She was never
But
undisputed.
two
Clarissa
cent,
Shields been undisputed 3 times.
but 2 cent, that ain't got nothing to do with if she could beat Layla Ali in her prime or not.
Yes, it
True.
does.
That
I
has
don't think
nothing
it's
to
good though,
do
two
with
cent.
that.
She's
2 cent, two
already
cent, prime example, 2 cent.
she's fighting in a harder era than Layla Ali was in. Why y'all won't recognize
No,
that?
she
What?
not. No, she not. Hell no, she ain't.
Okay.
2 cent, 2 cent,
No, no,
2 cent,
no.
2 cent. You want to know where that goes out the window? Because I
Where
know
it
how
go
to
out the
see
window.
talent. Abdullah Mason is not fighting as good a competition as Teofimo Lopez has. But I
Not
think
yet.
Abdullah Mason will beat the dog shit out of Teofimo Lopez.
Preach.
Okay? We just saw
Layla Ali is not beating Clarissa Shields at no time ever. She's not skillful enough, y'all. She's not. And y'all talking about
I
she hitting
can't
hard.
co-sign
Who?
that. I
If
can't
Hold
co-sign
on,
Clarissa
that.
hold on.
Shields,
Hey, two cent. Hey, two cent. Check this out, right? She may not be skillful enough, but she has the one thing that every fighter has. She has a puncher's chance, and she damn sure could crack.
First of all, I think Layla
Yes,
Ali is
sir.
more of a dog than Clarissa Shields. I think Layla Ali got more
Mm,
heart than Clarissa Shields. And I think you are
no, hell
drastically
no.
underestimating Layla Ali's boxing ability. That's okay. Clarissa Shields is a great fighter. Don't get it twisted. Clarissa Shields is a great fighter. But I saw her get dropped by fighters that's much lesser than Layla
You seen
Ali,
that
and
shit?
they wasn't as skilled as
Gabriel,
Clarissa Shields either.
that
She
doesn't
did
mean
get dropped,
anything though. She got caught with a shot and she got
My
but then
point
she
knocked
got up
out.
exactly,
and
2 Cent.
That's
but
So
what
if
she
I'm
she
got
get
up
caught
saying.
with
and finished
hold
old
on,
girl
Enigma.
D.
My point exactly, 2 Cent. If she get caught with them same shots against Layla Ali, it's good night.
Not 20 years after out of retirement, it ain't.
Well, no, I know, but we talk about the prom. I already know right now. Carissa Shields all the way out of order. Shout out to Dub Right Side. She is out of order. But I'm talking about 28-year-old Layla Ali and 28-year-old Carissa Shields. If she got beat or she got dropped by lesser fighters than Layla Ali, she could not afford for that to
Why do you
happen.
think Hannah Gabriels is a lesser fighter than Layla Ali?
Huh?
Why is Hannah Gabriels a lesser fighter? Why is she so you're telling me
2 Cent. You
the
think you
comp
think you think Hannah Gabriel could
you
beat
think
Layla
Hannah
Ali, 2
Gabriel
Cent?
no, not that. That's not look, this is what I'm saying. You think Hannah Gabriels is lesser competition than the people that Layla Ali was fighting? Answer that.
What I'm saying, 2
But
Cent, I'm
Chrissy
talking
Martin was
about
a
Layla
problem, man.
Ali. I've seen Clarissa Shields get dropped by people that's not as good as Layla Ali.
Don't forget
But
about Fraser, daughter.
Oh, yeah, and she
Hold on,
beat
where
the
my
hell
shit
out of
at?
Joe Frazier daughter. So
man,
my thing is, 2 Cent, can Clarissa Shields withstand Layla Ali punches? And when they was in a prom, if she's getting hit cleanly, which would probably happen?
if she get hit cleanly, bro.
2
You acting
Cent
like
now,
Clarissa
see
Shields
now,
ain't got
2
no
Cent.
head movement. And no, you acting like Clarissa Shields got. I don't understand. I don't get it. Like I don't get it. Y'all acting like Clarissa Shields ain't got no head movement, no defense. Y'all acting like she can't take a shot because you seen her with a flash knockdown. Y'all acting like Layla Ali was. Watch Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields. It's a stark difference in their skill set. Am I
That
tripping?
don't matter,
Do
2
No,
Cent.
it is. It definitely is.
2 Cent. We have seen fighters less skilled beat fighters more skilled than them. All the time. Every weekend we see it. We see fighters that are less skilled beat fighters that are more skilled than them. Ryan
Name the last
Garcia is
time you
less.
seen that.
Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney.
Ryan Garcia is not less skilled than Devin Haney.
Yes, he is 2 Cent. He don't got a
Yeah, the
better
hell he
footwork. He
is.
don't got better. He don't got better boxing ability. He don't got better defense. He don't got a better boxing IQ than Devin Haney, and he still beat the shit out of him.
Give me another example, because
Okay,
I'm gonna use
okay,
the
I
iStream
got you, 2
argument
Cent.
on that one.
I
He was on
got you, 2 Cent.
iStream, Dean. He was on iStream, Dean.
Nah,
I
you're
need
not
another
about to
example.
pull that, 2 Cent.
Oh,
No,
cut it
you ain't
out.
about to pull a boxing hacker on me. You're not
Oh,
about to
no.
pull a boxing hacker
Not
on
the
me.
So
iScreen argument.
Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you
they
this,
keep
2 Cent.
on coming with the Oscar shit.
Let me ask you this, 2
Next,
Cent. We got a fighter like Rolly Romero. He's less skilled than Devin Haney,
I don't, I
but we
don't,
all think that he has a great chance to beat him.
I can see what you're saying, but it's different in the women's though.
Come on. No, it's not.
Well,
Come
no,
on now.
name a woman's fight where the less skilled fighter beat the skilled fighter. Name a
Katie
woman's
Taylor.
match where that
Katie
happened.
Taylor and Amanda Serrano.
And arguably she got robbed.
Okay, 2 Cent, but
Not
what
the
I'm
last
saying
fight.
is you said give you an example. I just gave you
And
one.
my point that I'm making is that was a very those are controversial. Now the last one, okay, cool, but those were controversial decisions,
And,
which is why they had a third fight.
well, I'm going to say this, 2 Cent. I think Clarissa Shields and Layla Ali will be controversial as well.
I think
All right.
Clarissa Shields box circles around Layla Ali, bro.
Lord have mercy.
My two
Hey,
cents, my 2 cents, my 2 cents.
hey, 2 Cent, we done heard that plenty of times where somebody was supposed to go in there and box circles around somebody, and then they go in there and get their goddamn ass whipped.
They
Because
said,
it's more, because 2 Cent, skills don't just win boxing sometimes.
They said Savannah Marshall was gonna knock out Clarissa Shields because she had knockouts. How that work out for her?
But I ain't never believed in her that much either. I didn't think she would beat Clarissa Shields. Layla.
But she had knockouts. She got power.
So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this, 2 Cent. If Layla Ali was in this era with this training, would she not be her and Clarissa Shields be the best fighters in the women's sport?
Probably not.
Who you think would be better than Layla Ali right now? If Layla Ali was in this era,
Layla Ali would struggle with a lot of these new fighters, D.
I'm not
Like,
saying she
you gotta
wouldn't struggle. Who you
these
think is
women-
better?
These women are training all the time. Like they're doing it. These ain't part-time fighters like back in the
Again,
day.
2 Cent.
Layla Ali
If
wasn't
Layla
the
was doing the
part-time fighter when
same
she was
I
thing,
know she wasn't, but the people she was fighting against, though, her competition.
I ain't gonna lie. Well, I ain't gonna lie. Competition and all of that don't win fights, man. I hate to say it. That don't win fights. It just is what it is. First of all,
I mean, I'm not
without
saying it
Layla
do, but it's
Ali,
a
there
measuring
wouldn't
stick.
be no Clarissa Shields.
That's not the point, though. That don't mean she can beat her.
But 2 Cent, I've seen, like you said, the girl that dropped Clarissa Shields is not better than Layla Ali.
That
Just
doesn't
that
mean
fact
anything.
alone.
She don't gotta be better. But like, I don't gotta be better. That doesn't mean anything. She got hit with a flash knockdown.
Right. So
That's
2
a mute
Cent,
point.
for you to just dismiss Layla Ali, who you admit is better than that girl and has more power, to think that she can't go in there and do the same thing to Clarissa, is like she don't have a chance to
Was
do
that
it.
not
I
Clarissa
can't
Shields'
co-sign
first
that.
professional fight? Was that her first professional fight?
I'm not sure.
I think that was her first professional fight.
I
That was her
just don't.
first.
I don't see
She
what
fought.
everybody sees. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see what everybody sees. I don't think this generation is that good of female boxing. I'm not there
Wow.
yet. I just really don't.
So you think the older generation was better then?
I'm not saying that. I think this generation is a little bit better, but a little bit, not like drastically or anything. How you trying to present it to me? I do not see that. Katie Taylor fights just like the ladies of the yesteryears.
She do, but what about them other
But
fighters?
she's winning though, 2 Cent. She the champ. She's winning fighting like that. So you cannot convince me that Katie Taylor can do this in this era, but Layla Ali couldn't. I can't co-sign that.
I'm not a Katie Taylor fan, to be honest with you, but I'm watching these girls coming up in these fighters, Dean. They are good.
They are. Fundora, little sister.
Listen. They just had an all-women's card. Layla Ali wasn't finna do that shit.
I can't say that. Layla Ali, how about this, 2 Cent? And we gonna leave it here. If they had an all-women's card, Layla Ali would be headlining that shit though.
But could they put enough fights, skillful women fights together back then to do an all-women's card?
I think they could have. Yeah, I think they could have.
They definitely could have.
They could have.
I mean, the women back then were skilled for their generation, their time. This is a different time.
Yep.
And all I can go off 2 Cent, where my argument is, all I can go off when I'm judging Clarissa Shields and Layla Ali is if Layla Ali was in this era getting trained the same way with her mentality, her size, her power, she would be a problem, a legit problem. And that's all I'm saying.
The heavyweight division, because it ain't that many women there. I could agree with you on that.
And that's where she would have been at, because Layla Ali is a big woman. She's not.
If we're saying heavyweight division, but I'm speaking of women's boxing as a whole, so I can agree with you as far as heavyweight division. But when we're speaking on women's boxing as a whole, the skill level has been raised.
And 2 Cent. Hey, let me get
it was some killers back in Layla Ali. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at her box track right now.
Cooking with Frank says Clarissa Shields is a 40-year-old woman who haven't fought in 2 years. Clarissa is an overweight Devin Haney. In a prom, Layla Ali stops loud mouth Clarissa.
I'm not going to let you do that.
Cooking with Frank out of pocket.
But let me clarify so people be running around. I do not want Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields to fight. I think it's dumb. However, I will also say Get your money. Because when
Definitely.
everybody else doing dumb stuff for money, it's encouraged.
Hey,
So
hey,
15
two
mil.
cent.
That's a nice ticket.
Hey, 2 Cent. All things said. Imagine Layla Ali on Snack.
Why, yo? Why?
hey, but if
Why?
she trying to fight skills, she better get
She
on
really
point.
would have been knocking everything out.
Now, 2 Cent. I'm gonna leave you with this. 2 Cent. You said, "Dang, she wasn't that skilled." I know another fighter, 2 Cent, that wasn't as skilled as a lot of people and whipped damn near everybody ass. You want to take a wild guess at who that person is, 2 Cent?
Who?
You gonna say Devin?
No, Deontay Wilder.
But let me tell you
Yeah.
this: when
That
you
nigga
have
he had a great equalizer.
Yeah,
That
the
when
motherfucking
you
right
equalizer.
hold
Just
on,
hand.
like
Dean, hold on,
Layla.
Dean. Let me say this, Dean. When you have certain skills and attributes, they will make up for the skill that you lack. Now, not everybody got a Deontay Wilder right hand. They can't afford to be in there without them skills like that. But I'm talking about just two fighters. You a fighter, I'm a fighter. I'm more skilled. I don't got no ghost left hook. I don't got no right hand from God. I don't got a skill that can overcome the attributes that I'm missing. And I get it. You saying Layla Ali got power. So Clarissa Shields more skillful. Layla Ali got more power. Maybe she could catch her with something. My
All she
opinion,
got to do is outthink her. All she got to do is outthink Clarissa, and she wins.
yeah. All she gotta do is outthink a two-time Olympian. All she
That's
gotta
all she
do is
got to do.
outthink her. It ain't gonna be that easy, but I don't know. Unfortunately, it's they were in two different eras. I don't want to see them fighting now. The shit is absolutely pointless. But I'm on these YouTube streets, and people think that Layla Ali can come out of retirement and beat
Not after
Clarissa
20 years.
Shields.
Not after
I don't
20
see
years.
it. I don't see that shit happening.
Not after
I don't
20
even
years.
want it to happen. I don't want her. I
All right,
don't
y'all,
want
let's
Layla
get to the
Ali to get her
topic of the
pretty face
day. I
busted
just
up.
wanted to mess with 2 Cent. I
Oh,
need to
before
know,
we get
y'all.
Hey, Dean, you
Yo,
was talking that shit last night, my boy. Good cook.
Yo,
Word up.
Dean's tripping, yo.
I
Let
need
me
to
say
know,
something about that
y'all.
Hey,
Carissa.
Dean, my live started 6:30 on Friday, but I was listening to your live while I was on my live because you
I
had
didn't
Jay
need yo
Jones up
2 Cent. You got to hit me up and let me know because I I'll try my best so it don't intertwine because we all be kind of going live randomly sometimes. So it be
Now I
kind
got
of
a
like
schedule. I do Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Sometimes I do pop-up lives, but those like my main times.
okay.
But yeah,
All
I
right,
was on
Cooking
here
with Frank
listening to
says he dropped the 5 piece. He says Carissa Shields fights at the same weight as David Benavidez. Carissa needs to lose weight so she can fight normal size trans gentlemen. God damn, Cooking with Frank, stop.
yeah,
Stop,
That's
bro. I
crazy.
appreciate the money.
that's
God
automatic
damn.
Yo,
cooking with Frank. That's
I
why,
automatic.
really
yo?
wish she
This
would.
nigga
I
Damn,
tripping,
really
yo.
wish that.
why
Yo, on
y'all
some
like
real
these
shit.
comments?
I wish she would have really fought Alicia Baumgardner, man. I think that would have
She
been a
too
real good
big.
fucking
She
fight.
way
Man, she
too
would beat the
big
hell
for
out
Yeah,
of
that.
hell yeah.
Bumgarner,
Now
man.
she's definitely too big.
All right, y'all. I got a question. Did Devin Haney put Jose Ramirez through 19 weeks of testing? I need answers, y'all.
No,
I need answers.
Hell no.
no, hell
So,
no.
my bigger question, if he didn't do it with Jose Ramirez, just off of that fact alone, can we say that he's a damn duck?
You
Yeah,
damn right.
yeah, tough.
Hey,
You
actually,
damn right.
my
Cause
nigga gonna be.
motherfuckers y'all signing the contract already and agreed to something already. Now you trying to make them do some extra shit. Fuck out of here.
But my thing is, y'all, they said that they feel so strongly about it, though. So why did Jose Ramirez not have to do it? But you on Brian Norman Jr. head about it, if you felt so strongly about it.
Dean, let me say this real
Go
quick. And
ahead,
I
two
made a
cent.
video. I made a video about this. Y'all can go back and check the record. I said when Devin signed up for that 24/7, 365, 52 weeks a year, 12 months, 24 hours in a day program, that he was going to weaponize that and use it to duck fights. I
Yup.
already
Mm-hmm.
called this when he first did it because think about it. You're the only boxer signed up for this. The
The
only
only
one.
one.
The only one. And then when you get with other fighters, you're gonna try to weaponize it against them. It's not like they didn't already sign up for 16 weeks worth of testing, bro. What are we
16
talking
You
weeks
about?
is
know,
crazy.
you know what it is though, Two Cent? What it is motherfucking Bill and Devin got that relationship with Victor Conti. and Victor Conti got access to the blood work and all that shit. And I really believe that they tainted Ryan's shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe that now
Don't
too,
say
even
that
though I
out
didn't
loud.
believe
I
it at
Don't
really
say
first.
that
believe
out
that
loud.
shit.
Don't say that
Yo,
out loud, Enigma. Don't say
and
that.
then on top of that, what it
I
really
really
is
believe that
though.
shit though.
I'm starting to believe it too, because they tried
Hey,
too hard.
Juke.
Why they
Hey,
gotta get
hold
the
on, y'all. Hey,
365?
Juke. Come up here, Juke. I heard you on a ladies' platform. I like the way you cook. I like the way you was cooking. I did not know you was that informed on boxing, young lady.
She
Come up
fried
here and give
boxing.
your come up here and give your perspective as well, please.
She fried boxing. I'm talking about souffle that
She
nigga.
super fried that nigga last night. I'm over there geeking, y'all.
See, the thing is, y'all. See, the thing is, Jub, she was just talking right, but she wasn't really making any sense. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
No, this what Boxing
Tank,
Hacker do. Let me tell
but
y'all one of
Tank.
Boxing Hacker secrets. When he cook, he say, "But we don't know that for sure."
Yo,
Oh,
everything's
every time.
subject to change. Everything's subject to change. But anyway, man, I'm gonna say this: the walls is closing around Devin Haney and Bill Haney, man. You know they running out of bridges to cross, and on top of that, fighters to fight where they're in safe spaces. Now everything becomes a competition, and you know they got to make sure there's always an exit way out. So in case they don't get what they like, that way you're gonna see instead of tow truck drivers coming and filling hoods. Now it's going to be the 24-hour, the 24/7, 365 testing.
But
Word.
Thomas,
And
That
this my
nigga
who's to
Devin,
say
that
problem.
that
nigga Devin
Devin?
career,
This is
Devin's
where it's a
career is in
duck,
the
y'all.
fucking ocean.
There's
Who's to
only
say that Devin really doing that though? Seriously,
hey y'all,
24/7. Come on, they
y'all.
bullshit.
It's
The motherfuckers ain't
thousands
testing
and
like that.
thousands and thousands of fighters, and only one is signed up for it. You cannot dictate rules when only one person in the whole sport of boxing is doing it. Oh yeah, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But like he said also, man, it was not enforced or fringed upon Jose Ramirez. Why? Was it because he wasn't a threat? Was it because he was coming off of some layoff? Was it
No,
because he's a motor fighter? Like
You
no,
why
said it
was
simple as
right
it?
hell. It's because
because
they
he
don't
wasn't
want
a
to fight
threat.
Brian Norman Jr. They wasn't worried about that with Jose Ramirez. They are
He
trying. It's
wasn't
not.
no threat.
They don't even think that Brian Norman Jr. is dirty. They are using this to get out of the
The
fight
fight.
that they
Oh
did
yeah.
not want to take.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all that shit
Yo,
I
is.
think Dad was just clout chasing, man. Dad was clout chasing by going over there to the fight and all that shit, and
Hey,
calling Brian Norman ass and all that shit. He was clout chasing.
well, my
yo, let
He
me
man
talked
get yo,
Bill
yo, yo,
himself
coming.
y'all.
into
Let me get this
he
super
talked
chat.
himself into a situation.
Yo, no cap. I'm gonna let you go. Let me get to this super chat. Shout out to my guy, no cap. Omega Red with the Dom says Bill using Victor and Vada as his backup plan. He ain't slick. The problem is Omega where that don't work because ain't no other Vada fighters or snack fighters signed up for it either.
Nope.
Not Shakur Stevenson, not Bam Bam Rodriguez, not Terrence Crawford.
Let me tell y'all where there's some BS at, right? Imagine Victor Conti sitting on manager Marta panel and saying, "Well, I have trouble getting my own snack fighters to sign up for 365 testing." So how is this the solution, Victor? How is this the
Mm-hmm.
solution, Victor? Like, stop playing with us. Stop playing with us. Y'all BSing with this 360. Only thing that 365 means is that you taking test outside of the eight-week period. That could be one test, that could be two tests. It's not no whole, oh, we testing you 365, we really own it. And you could take one or two tests and say you 365 testing.
Hey,
Nobody wants to be followed around. Nobody want to gotta report where they at and all of this shit. And it's very invasive. Nobody wants to do that.
Word up.
yo,
And they
Mexican style
already
says
agreed.
with the 10 piece. They know that brother from the South got real country power. Motherfuckers,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Told you.
specifically after that bodyguard couldn't bring down Junior.
Yo, he flipped his ass. He got that arm up under it and flipped that nigga.
No cap.
Brian Norman went to Japan and came back with a black belt in judo and shit.
Hey, yo, hold on. Hey, no cap. I want you to go, but I gotta say something.
Yeah.
I need y'all to get the like buttons up. Y'all appreciate this cook. Y'all be up here, y'all back there eavesdropping, but you can't hit the like button that's free. I'm not even asking you for no bread, fam. I got bread. I ain't asking you for that. I'm asking you to hit the like button. That's all, bro. Because the same way it came across your feed, when you hit the like button, it helps come across other people's feeds. You understand? If you understand, type understand. No cap. Go ahead, bro. And then I gotta let Queen Mimi coming up here for the first time, always been showing love. I'm gonna let her cook after No Cap. Go ahead, No Cap.
Yeah, but like I see this shit coming a mile away. You know, Bill Haney, Brian Norman Sr. stealing his thunder. He's like, you know what I'm saying? He was the new boxing dad on the block. He go on all the channels. He on all Bill channel. He took over the Haney channels. They've been jumping ship to Bill. I mean, Brian Norman Sr. So Bill felt the prep. Bill felt like he had to defend his turf. So he jumped out of his body. Got Devin into a situation he ain't gonna be able to get out of. You know what I'm saying? So now Bill trying to mastermind a plan to make it look bad, to make it look like Brian Norman is but he trying to tarnish Brian Norman name at the same time because Bill he don't be giving a fuck about that type of shit.
Because Bill 50 and know in these streets.
Yo, the cold part about it is the cold part
get a new
about
bodyguard
it.
too, because first Crawford put that dude in the chicken
50
wing,
in
cross-face
the
chicken wing. And then Norman
Hey,
judo.
hey, somebody background got a little feed, Joe. Whoever that is, just go on mute for me when y'all ain't talking, because I can hear the static a little bit. So I don't know who that is, but
I think my mic might be too high or something. But
I don't think it's you, No Cap.
Okay.
Hey, Queen Mimi, go ahead, Queen.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Yeah, but this whole thing with Bill, I mean, come on now. Everybody knows it's ridiculous. The walls are closing in on him.
Yes,
Yeah,
Queen
it's
Mimi, the
bad.
walls is closing in.
Yep, I knew it was gonna happen
Go
too. I
ahead,
really
Queen.
feel
You
like
got
they
the
set
floor.
Ryan up. Okay, yeah. So first off, about this whole 2-year Ostarine thing, I still think they set Ryan up.
It's a possibility.
Honestly.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Word is born, I'm starting to believe that
Think about
shit,
it. You
man.
had like a tiny amount, and he still whooped you.
Yeah, that
I
happened.
mean, come on.
Had a dream.
And then they been known for going to snack, working with Victor Conte.
And nobody
And Ryan
said
said he didn't want to deal with him. So who's really in the wrong here?
Hey, somebody made a good point that as soon as Ryan started talking about he would do VADA testing, but he gonna get his own outside testing done also, them Ryan talks kind of went away. A lot of people were saying it's because he lost, but some people pointed out as soon as he started talking about testing with another agency, we ain't hear nothing about that fight.
Exactly. He wanted to test with USADA and water. That's what that was. But they were like, Bill was like, no, just for VADA. Really?
Well, the thing is, it's all water. It's
They
just
got
VADA
access to
collects
their
the
shit.
sample. Like VADA collects the sample and sends it to water, and USADA do the same thing. So there's no reason to use VADA.
There's really no
The only
reason.
reason they prefer VADA is because you got that Victor Conti plug. So I'm starting to think it may be something to that.
Hey, before this ninja hacker get up here and hack, I'm gonna let you already know this nigga gonna make every excuse and blame Tank for whatever the hell going on with Devin.
Yeah, for real, yo.
That's all he do is deflect.
Hey, y'all, it's thankful that Manny Pacquiao was fighting Barrios. It's thankful that Clarissa Shields is trying to fight Layla Ali. Whatever is going on in boxing is thankful. Tank is the reason that Ryan Garcia knocked out Devin Haney, because they seen after he got knocked out by Gervonta Davis, he had to take Ostarine. He ain't want to get hit like that no damn more. Everything, remember, y'all, everything is Gervonta Davis' fault, y'all. Everything.
Truth be told, Ryan Garcia looked it way better when he fought Tank than he looked when he fought fucking Devin. He looked out of shape like a motherfucker.
He was.
That's super cap.
He looked slower.
All right, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna let Boxing Hacker go, but I'm gonna get to this 10 piece. My man John BX been a day one supporter when I had like 100 subscribers. John BX, Haney Hex. If you got nothing to hide, take the test. Is this the same police that say when they have them and their asses up and say if you have nothing to hide, then let us search you? That's a fact. And they not supposed to do that, John BX. I don't have to have nothing to hide. You ain't got to search my damn car, though. Because that's the law. And once you agree to a fight and agree to terms, you cannot try to go back and renegotiate after negotiations.
Exactly. That's how you know they're trying to get out the fight.
Anybody that come up here and say if you ain't got nothing to hide, take the test, kick them off the panel. Boxing hacker, you can't even make that point. I just took it away from you.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing, 2 cents.
Hold up. That boy had was it? Who was it?
Go ahead, Boxing.
This how you kill that narrative right here. This how you kill that. They getting drug. They already doing vital testing anyway, so you can't say
For
you're not trying to take
16
the
weeks.
blood test. And they doing blood testing. They doing Olympic style blood testing. So this whole thing.
Omega Red with the 5-piece says it's Tank fault that they not releasing the Epstein file.
They taking up all the legal. They taking up all the legal time.
Oh man,
they can't release the files.
Hey, Boxing Hacker, go ahead and go turn the panel up. Talk, my brother. Yo, somebody go on mute, y'all. Y'all background got a little static. Go ahead, Mr. Hacker.
He don't want to go. Let me get in there.
Go ahead, then, Big Dre.
You about to get cooked by a Jup.
Go ahead, Big Dre.
Okay, first of all, I was trying to get in when y'all were talking about Claressa Shields, so I'm going to hit that real fast and say what I got to say. Claressa Shields has been out of boxing longer. Layla Ali has been out of boxing longer than Claressa Shields has been in boxing. You know, that is a complete career worth of boxing that Layla Ali has been home on the couch. She is the architect of the roadway that Claressa Shields is walking on. She is the standard by which Claressa Shields is now getting judged. She came into women's boxing when there were very few women in boxing. She paved the way. She did everything she needed to do. She made the comment about the 15 to 20 million because she figured that was a high enough threshold for people to call it absurd. And some, excuse my expression, jackass went out and ponied up the money.
Papoose.
It's not a fight that she wanted. And yes, Claressa says that she is the best thing out here, the best thing since sliced bread. But the problem is Layla Ali was sliced bread.
Damn.
You know, she came out here and she has done everything that she needed to do. Layla put out a number that she says, ain't nobody gonna come up with this number because there's no need for it. But, you know, since you pressing the issue, I'm standing here with a camera on and a mic in my face. I got to say something. 15 to 20 million. It wasn't a fight that she wanted. You know, Layla said, okay, yeah, I'll spar. I'll give her some smoke in a sparring session. It's not something that we need to do, but if she really wanted, I'll do it.
Honestly, I think Christy Martin would have gave Claressa the beats.
Christy Martin was a bad girl. That was my dad.
She was a fucking monster.
Y'all.
Christy Martin was a fucking monster. She the one who bust boxing wide open for women.
Y'all, and I'm glad y'all said that. Let me give y'all a little story. My father, rest in peace to him. That was his girl, y'all. I'm talking about that was his heart. That was his everything when it came to. My dad is a very big boxing fan. Yo, I want y'all to know how long I've been watching boxing. I've been watching boxing since Felix Trinidad and Oscar De La Hoya way back in the early 90s, sitting on my daddy lap. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the most controversial fight. I didn't even know what controversy meant at that time. Okay?
It really was.
So Chrissy Martin, I gotta show her respect. And let's be real. Before Carissa Shields, the person we held as the GOAT, Layla Ali. And I just leave that there.
Facts.
You understand?
Facts.
Hey yo, Talib said,
Facts.
with the two-piece, Talib said, Tank got Diddy locked up with the baby oil scandal. Boxing Hacker, go ahead, Boxing Hacker.
I just want to say that I think that it's absurd that Tank Davis did what he did.
But I gotta say one thing though.
I'm telling y'all about my
Clarissa Shields is the best women's boxer.
Wait,
So
one
today, hands down, she the best boxer, hands down.
But I can't say she the best. I thought Celia Brakes was the best women's boxer. She got the best. Like she didn't lose till she was 42. She was undisputed. She defended her undisputed championship for 6 years in a row straight from 2014 to 2014 to 2020. So she was like 38, but I think she's like 42 right now. But I think she was the best women's, but like far as when I watched her boxing matches, I didn't think I was watching a women's boxing match. It was just a boxing match. So I think Layla Ali, she started boxing when she was 18 and shit. So she ain't really had the type of foot. She didn't have the polish of like a real boxer, but she did have punching power, and she was able
fought
to
like
land
a girl.
I mean, you can say that, but I ain't gonna say that because she don't punch like a girl does. She throwing uppercuts to the body. Them shits look like they hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I watched like 10.
Hold on, NHA. You know what my problem be with people like y'all? Because y'all the ones that be talking about Tank aged out Loma. Pick one, my guy. Loma said he will fight Gervonta Davis. Then Loma gets in negotiations just like Devin did, like Devin is doing right now. They was in negotiations. He accepted the fight and then pulled out of the fight and said he want to be with his family.
True definition. That's a duck. That's the true definition of a duck right there. It don't
get
when he retired.
He also retired though. It's not like he fought somebody else.
There you go.
He pulled out and retired.
Boxing Hacker.
He
Boxing Hacker.
Yeah, what's up?
The problem is with that though, Boxing Hacker, is that he should have retired before he went in negotiations with Tank. Him choosing to retire afterwards is not Gervonta Davis' fault.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm not saying it's his fault.
People do say it's Tank's fault though.
No, but they should have fought earlier in their career. I mean, what's the point of fighting him now?
Yeah, when Loma was the A side and he never sent the contract like y'all say with Gervonta Davis.
When they both had titles at 130.
I know, Boxing Hacker, who was the A side when they both had titles 6-7 years ago? It was Loma, right?
Up and coming.
Listen. Boxing Hacker, was Loma the A side 7 years ago or not?
I guess so, because he had more titles.
No, not you guess so.
Yeah, he had more titles, yeah.
He was.
They're going to make a certain shake,
Hold on, y'all. I got it. I got Boxing Hacker. He was the A side, right? Right?
Yeah, and Floyd tried to make the fight.
Stop. He was the A side, right?
I guess so. They tried to make the fight.
Boxing Hacker, before I kick you off because you're trying to sidestep
I said
I'm going somewhere.
Yes, because you probably see him when he had more titles.
Right?
Yeah.
He was the A side, right? So last time I checked, y'all tell me that when you the B side can't send the A side nothing. So it doesn't matter what Floyd says. Because Floyd and Gervonta wasn't the A side at that time. Why didn't Lomachenko send Gervonta Davis?
They were already in negotiations. So according to Floyd Mayweather, they were already in negotiations. And then Tank said no.
No, they wasn't. That's a lie. They was never.
I have the video of Floyd saying that.
That's a lie.
I have the video of Floyd saying that.
Wait.
Boxing Hacker.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Floyd saying that.
Boxing Hacker, hold on. Boxing Hacker, I got one rule.
Put it in the private chat.
You know what my rule is, Boxing Hacker?
What's up?
Don't lie.
So you don't believe me?
Gervonta Davis and Lomachenko 7 years ago was never in negotiations, brother.
According to Floyd, they were already in talks. Yes, they
No,
were.
they wasn't in talks.
I have the
No, they
video.
wasn't in
I
talks.
will get the video. You want me to get the video?
No, Boxing Hacker. I don't need the video because you said talks. Well, Shakur
No,
Stevenson and
they
Gervonta.
were
Hold on.
negotiating
This is where
already.
Boxing Hacker, don't cut me off, brother. You said talks. Talks is not negotiation. Don't you agree?
You saying that there's
Boxing Hacker is talks when you call somebody about a fight. Is that negotiations
okay,
or not?
let me clarify. Floyd said they were already in negotiations. So if you
Floyd
want me to
never
post
said that. Floyd
I
never
have the
said
video
that. That
with
is a
Floyd
lie.
literally
That
saying
is a
that.
lie.
He did not
Okay,
say
you want me to
that
post
shit.
He
it?
did
Hold
not
on,
say that.
Dean.
I can
Hold
post the
on, Dean.
video. I don't know where I got lied
Boxing
for.
Hacker,
Wait.
Boxing Hacker, Boxing
Yeah.
Hacker. Put the video in the private chat, bro.
All right, let me find it. 1 second.
Yo, can I say something real quick? But
Go
hey,
ahead.
Dean, what happened, if I'm correct, after Tank fought Jose Pedraza, they revisited that shit, asking Tank about fighting Loma, and Tank said, yeah, he want to fight Loma. And they interviewed Loma on Fight Hype when he was sitting in the motherfucking gym and asked him about fighting Tank. All Loma said was, all he talk about is pay-per-views and all that shit. Loma ain't want to fucking fight. That's just on video.
That's on video as well.
That's
But I'm
on
about to look
video.
it up.
And I got a whole video on my channel debunking this. I got the videos. I got Bob Arum talking about it. I think I put the clip in there when he was in the gym, the one Enigma talking about. I got all of this stuff. I got his trainer on stage saying they couldn't have fought Tank because they was in an
2 Cent.
exclusive
2
deal.
Cent.
I
2
got
Cent.
all of this stuff. I made a
2
whole
Cent. 2
video
Cent.
debunking this. What's up?
2 Cent. Run the show for me real quick. Somebody, y'all. One of y'all backgrounds is loud, y'all. So we having to
It's
speak
in the
up.
private chat.
So we got to speak up a little louder. One of y'all backgrounds is loud. 2 Cent. Run the show. I'm about to go look for this video.
No, it's in the private chat, Dean.
Then he put something in the private chat, but you're right, Enigma. I mean, and this is the thing they keep doing. This is the problem I have with Haney fans and especially Boxing Hacker. They keep going off of what people say, and then it's
That was
like
the
that's the
manager.
end all be. But let me talk. They keep going off what people say. Like I'll sit here, Enigma, and say his trainer came out and said they had an exclusive deal. They wasn't gonna make the fight. I heard Bob Arum say, "Why would I make a fight for Gervonta? I heard Bob Arum say all of this, but then they'll come and say, "Well, I heard Floyd Mayweather say, Tank, I'll make that Loma fight if you like." What does that have to do with the facts of everything? Y'all keep talking stage talk. Some of that shit y'all be trying to use is what we call stage talk. I mean, they just saying it to sell fights or get attention, clicks, and
Nah,
views. There's a difference
nah.
between it, and
Y'all
y'all act like y'all
y'all
don't
just weren't
understand the
watching
difference.
boxing
Hold
back
on,
then.
Boxing Hacker, be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. I'm talking. And y'all don't understand the difference. So when somebody bring facts to y'all want to try to use stage talk to combat it, and you cannot do that. Floyd Mayweather know what he doing when he talk about Loma, and Loma old, and we don't need to rush to make a fight with Loma and this and that. He already know he can't make a fight with Loma because Loma and Tank are on two exclusively different contracts. I don't understand why y'all continue to ignore the business of boxing. Y'all cannot. It's important. It's a lot of reasons why things don't happen, and y'all continue to skip over that. They couldn't make the fight. As soon as Loma was available to make the fight, as soon as Tank and Loma was available to fight, what did Tank do? He sent him a contract. And then what did Loma do? Loma ducked. I can't understand why nobody want to call Loma a duck. Y'all call Boots a duck because somebody came on the internet and said they offered him a fight. No proof, no contracts, no nothing. Now all of a sudden he a duck. Y'all say he a
Two
duck because
cent.
he ducking
Let
people
me just
from
explain
different
one
weight
thing.
classes. Loma is the biggest duck at
Oh boy.
135 pounds that we have seen. And he was
Loma never
forced to
wanted to
fight
fight Tank.
Devin. So y'all
Okay,
cut it out.
let me just
Loma's a
explain.
duck. He's a goddamn duck.
Let me just explain something that people don't understand. The first what y'all talking about is what happened afterwards, right? Floyd and Tank had a big falling out over the Lomachenko situation, and and Tank was like,
What?
yes, that's what happened.
They
That was
did
No,
not
the
have no
that
big
is not what
falling out.
happened, nigga. What
bro.
the fuck are
Let me
you
just
talking
explain.
about?
Let me just explain because people forget this part. Floyd, the first time people seen Floyd and Tank go at odds was literally over Lomachenko, and people act like that
No, the
never
fuck it
happened.
wasn't.
It
No,
Boxing
it
was.
Hacker.
It
wasn't.
was.
No, it
It
was
was.
not.
The first nigga, they
let me
first put
see.
that odds over the fucking Pedraza fight, nigga. Because
Yes,
fucking
yes.
Tank thought Floyd was trying to set him up to lose.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
Both things happened. The Pedraza, Tank thought that Floyd was trying to set him up with Pedraza, and that he was also trying to set him up with Lomachenko. And that's why Bob Arum was
Bro.
like, Floyd's using Lomachenko as punishment for
Oh
Tank.
man, cut it out, yo.
And
Cut
after
it
that
out.
point, Floyd,
Yo.
after him and Tank had
Boxer
fallen out.
Hacker.
Nigga said
Cut it
punishment.
out.
Boxer Hacker.
You guys
You
don't
really
remember.
don't know what you
I saw it live happen.
bro, you don't know what you talking about,
Bro,
Boxer
I was
Hacker.
watching boxing back then. I don't even have to watch videos today to know that. I was literally
You
watching
don't
boxing
know
back
what
then.
you are talking
Yes,
about,
it
my
happened like
man.
that. It happened like that. And then the reason why Floyd switched up was because of what Tank was telling him. Because Tank was like, he's not gonna fight Lomachenko. And after that, Floyd was like, oh, we're not gonna fight Loma. Tank is wait. Because that's how him and Tank reconsolidated.
Boxer Hacker, boxer.
If I'm
After
lying, I
fucking
posted a video in
Tank
the
beat
chat. I
Pedraza,
posted that
he
video in
said
the chat.
that
If
he
I'm lying,
said
I'll
he
just-
would fight fucking Roma. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. Not at first. Not at first, bro. Not at first. Even the LDBC was like, Tank shouldn't fight Loma. Like, it was a big thing.
Oh, boy. Okay, man.
Hacker.
It's
was a
futile.
big
It's futile to
thing, bro.
fucking
Y'all
argue with
just
you,
let
bro.
y'all hold on. This what y'all
If
gotta
I'm
do with
lying,
Boxing Hacker. Y'all
if
just
I'm
be
lying,
quiet and let them
why do you
talk.
say that
Go
in
ahead,
that post
Boxing
then?
Hacker.
Huh?
Go ahead, Boxing Hacker. Go ahead.
Yeah. People don't remember how it began. It began with the whole like Floyd saying that they were gonna fight Loma, but somehow he didn't tell Tank that. And Tank got mad and he was like, oh, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm not gonna fight him. And that's when they started to clash. It was between that, the Pedraza situation, and Tank training at the DC gym, instead of training at Floyd Mayweather's gym. Those are three things we saw first with them clashing together.
Boxer
Afterwards,
Hacker.
Let them finish.
after those
Let
situations,
them finish.
am I
Let them finish.
lying? Wait, am I lying? That was those first three things: Pedraza, Tank training in DC, and the Lomachenko situation. Those are the first three things we saw them when they started to clash. Afterwards, when they finally, reconcile, then Floyd switched up and he was like, "Oh, we can wait to fight Lomachenko." It wasn't like that at first.
Hey, Boxer Hacker,
like
you
that.
really don't know. You really don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Okay.
That's not
Sure,
really.
sure.
That's not the
Okay,
real.
so it never
That is
happened.
not the real.
Okay.
But let me
Okay,
say
are
this,
you
hold on,
telling-
y'all.
telling
Hold on.
me-
Let me say this, no cap.
Are you telling me
Because
Tank never said no to
funny to me.
fight
Hold on,
Lomachenko?
y'all. Hold on, y'all, because let me point out this hypocrisy. It's funny to me how
Yeah.
people are saying that Tank should have fought Loma 7 years ago. He should have fought Loma this, and nobody wants to say Loma's a duck. But Boots is ducking Virgil Ortiz, but Virgil Ortiz should have fought him years ago when he came out and said he need 48 months to get ready. So Virgil, I don't want to hear shit about Boots being a duck because Virgil Ortiz should have fought him at 47 when they were talking about it instead of saying he needs.
I remember that shit. Like
it's not
I
about
remember
being
that
a
shit
duck.
like the back of my
That's the
hand.
same
Hey,
logic.
y'all, hold on,
Same
y'all.
apply here.
Hold on, y'all. I got some. Let me get to these super chats real
I
quick.
posted a
Hold on,
video
y'all.
in the private chat, Dean.
Yeah, I heard the video. You're a fucking liar. I heard the
Great
video.
then.
Hold on. Where is it? I gotta get to these super chats first. Omega Red said, "No, that was the old one." Hold on. Shout out to A. Jones. Tank left Floyd for not making the Loma fight. Yeah, obviously.
That's a whole lie. That's a whole lie. Tank said Floyd never tried making
bro.
a tough
Shut
fight.
up, bro.
Man.
I didn't ask you to talk, bro. Didn't I tell you I was just reading the super chats?
Oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, it's not your bad. You heard me say that right before.
You
my
literally
bad,
just
bro.
agreed.
You
Boxing Hacker.
literally just responded from a super chat.
All right, continue.
Boxing Hacker is a bot. He's paid to jump on panels, and that's why he's always available. Peep game, people's been saying who's always do the same stuff and purposely interrupting their line.
All right.
Y'all want to know where y'all want to know where Boxing Hacker gets messed up at? Because Boxing Hacker said that Tank and Floyd agreed to fight Lomachenko years ago.
I never said they agreed. I said that's when they started to disagree. I never said they agreed. I said that's where they.
So if they never hold on, stop, Boxing Hacker. So if they never agreed, then how can you say they were supposed to fight?
I said Floyd would say he was trying to negotiate the fight. Tank said no. That was the beginning of their disagreement. That the Pedraza situation and Tank training in the DC gym.
Boxing
Those
Hacker.
were the first
Boxing
three
Hacker.
times we saw
Boxing
Tank
Hacker.
and Lomachenko and Floyd go at it.
Boxing Hacker.
Yes.
You know where that you know where that fucks up at? Because that is no excuse for Lomachenko to not send a offer like y'all tell Gervonta
They were,
Davis.
according to
Boxing
Floyd,
Hacker,
they
don't
were
cut me off no more,
negotiating.
bro, or I'm gonna kick you off. Do we gotta understand him, bro? Or don't?
I mean, just play the video. I mean, I posted
Fuck
a video.
that video, bro. It was
I know,
24 seconds of what Floyd stuff. Hey, y'all, the video Boxing Hacker sent me was 24 seconds of the same shit y'all have already heard. So I'm not playing.
I mean, just play it. I mean,
Boxing
why
Hacker,
not?
Boxing Hacker, you don't tell me what to do on my channel, bro.
You said
You're
you asked me to
lucky
get
I
the
let
video.
you up here.
You asked me to get the video.
And then
right?
I heard the video and I was like, oh, that's not new information to nobody.
So why not play for everybody to hear it?
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Play for everybody to hear it then.
No, I'm not.
Dude, what?
Yeah,
I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it because everybody else has already heard this.
I know, but don't say I was lying about it then.
No, you are lying. And I'm about to tell you how you are lying. I'm about to tell you how you are lying.
Play it then if I'm lying.
Dude, really?
Boxing Hacker, you see how easy that is, bro? This not a debate or this is not that. You see how easy that was for me to just do that? So when I tell you to be quiet, brother, you trying to overtalk me, all I got to do is remove you to stop you from doing it. Wouldn't you much rather you be able to stay on the panel without me having to do that? It's just a question, gang. Now I'm going to let you back up. Do not cut me off. Hey, y'all, the video Boxing Hacker sent me is something we've all heard already. So
exactly. I tried to tell him that.
I'm not going to play it because it's shit that he was sending it to me like it's new information or something. I don't like when people do that. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Because Boxing Hacker is the same person that when we was telling them what Devin said, he said, just send him the offer and see if he a duck. You fake ass nigga. That was you, Boxing Hacker. Just see if he a duck. Just forget what Devin said. It don't matter what Devin and Bill said. Just send them an offer and see. So, Boxing Hacker, was that not you that was saying that to me? Yes or no?
Sure, Dean. Sure.
Okay, but now when I use your same argument against you, because that's the argument you use with me, now you want to act dumb.
You have evidence of what I'm saying. You don't even want to show it.
Boxing Hacker. Yeah. I asked you a yes or no question. Boxing Hacker,
yes to everything you say.
Be quiet, brother. Did you make an argument to Dean by any means that when I was telling y'all what Devin and Bill was saying about why they don't need to do this, why they don't need to do that? Oh, yeah, you told me, Boxing Hacker, you don't care about that. You told me all they got, why don't Tank just send an offer and see if they duck him? So I'm going to ask you, Boxing Hacker, why didn't Lomachenko do the same thing from your logic?
I don't know what's going on.
I told you that Floyd said they were negotiating. I don't know what you want to
answer my question before I kick you off. That was your logic, Boxing Hacker.
I posted something in the chat.
Why didn't Lomachenko, Boxing Hacker? You just admitted that was your logic, right?
Okay, Dean. Okay, let me answer your question.
No, Dean, answer my question.
Let me answer your question.
No, it ain't no Dean. No, this is not other channels, Boxing Hacker. This is Dean. You know I'm not about to let you get off of that. Did you tell me or not? You don't care what Devin said, which would be Gervonta Davis, what Bill said, which would be Floyd Mayweather. Did you not tell me you don't care what they said? Well, if Tank's the A side, just send an offer to see if he duck you. Did you say that or not?
I don't think it was about Tank. I think it was about Shakur. That was about Shakur.
Did you say that or not?
It was about Shakur.
It don't matter who it was about. Or let's say it was about Shakur. Did you say that or not?
Yeah. So when it came to 25%,
stop. You said that, right?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, what you keep
right. You said that. Boxing Hacker, you can get frustrated. I could just do this.
Yo, Dean, let me go.
That you got to be the most irritating, lying-ass person.
Word is wrong.
That's ridiculous.
I was waiting for you to kick him out of the chat, honestly.
I mean, he is fucking irritating. They will make you come up with a lie from out of nowhere that don't make no sense. That's stupid. Oh, man. He up here fucking with my high, man. Where my slip at? Damn.
He say the blue cousin high out of pocket.
Oh, he big mad.
Oh, Dean got him in the back and probably putting him in the
He
chokehold.
chatting in the back, y'all.
Yeah. Dean got him in the back, putting him in the chokehold. We already know how it's going down.
Back there, give him a macho man elbow.
Hey, Dean been cooking lately. Dean
Hey yo, I'm back, y'all. Hey y'all, I want y'all to see how fake this nigga boxing hacker is. He admitted that same logic, when Tank's the A side, that Dean, I don't care what they said, just send them an offer and see. And then when I asked him why the fuck Lomachenko ain't do the same thing, not care what Floyd said, just send him an offer, he can't answer the fucking question.
Mm-hmm.
You cook, brother. Lomachenko was the A side, just how Devontae Davis was. Lomachenko was the A side.
You don't want
Bro,
me
do
to
you want to
answer
go
it.
back in the back?
Okay, do you want me to give it? Before you do that, do you want me to give
Boxing
it?
no, it ain't no before nothing,
Then
bro.
what's the point if you want to hear my opinion? Why ask me a question?
Hey, Boxing I didn't ask you a question. What I asked you was a yes or no question.
That's a question. So
I
why ask
asked
me
you
the
a yes.
question?
No, I asked you a yes or no
okay,
question.
you know what? Yes to every question you ask me, because you're not gonna let me give my opinion.
Okay, so if you said yes, so then if you said yes, so then if you said yes, so then if you said yes, right? That you said that. That Tank's the A side, and no matter what the B side said about not wanting to fight them or fight them, he should just send an offer to see.
Oh yes.
Should
Stop being
Lomachenko
an
have did the
asshole,
same
boxing
thing?
hacker, man.
Yes, because you're not letting
Boxing
me
hacker,
talk.
I'm gonna ask you a yes or no question. Should
Yes. Don't even
Lomachenko
ask
have
me.
did the same
The
thing
answer is
7 years ago?
Don't ask me. The answer is yes. What's the point?
Oh, all right, in the discussion, let's change the topic.
Why ask me if I
In the
can't give my
discussion,
opinion?
you cooked. In the discussion,
you
you're
can't
cooked.
cook me.
In the discussion, you're cooked. You just
Bro, you can't
admitted
cook
that
somebody.
you just
Bro, you
admitted,
don't know
boxing
what you're
hacker,
talking
that
about. You don't even
Lomachenko
know
should
what you're
do the
talking about.
same
I
thing.
posted a
Stop
video
over
for you,
talking me,
and you're
brother.
lying.
Stop
What
over
are we
talking me,
talking
bro.
about?
How about this?
Yo,
How about this? How about this? How about this? You see how easy that is? You just
got a question.
admitted, dickhead. Yo, is he retarded, y'all?
Yeah.
NHA don't agree with me about too much. NHA, did he not just admit that?
Yeah.
I mean,
What did that the B side could send a contract? Yeah, you did. I agree
But
with
this would be the
that too.
same
B
nigga
side,
trying to get up here and explain.
but check this out. Check this out. Let me get so why didn't Tank send ever send Haney a contract? I'll answer it for y'all because to the Tank fan logic is because they know that Haney didn't really want the fight. Oh, Haney's just bluffing. So why would Loma send motherfucking Floyd Mayweather and Tank a fight if Floyd already telling y'all we don't want this fight. We're not ready for this fight. We can't have it both ways.
NHA, I can explain
That's
that.
my thing.
NHA, I
Listen,
can
he
explain
said
that.
that. All right, go ahead, Dean. You got it.
Because by everybody who be on Tank Dick logic, it doesn't matter. Tank should have just sent an offer anyway.
Cool. But we talk. But when I made a comment, I said he ducked Loma back in the day. We have, you know what I'm saying? Clearly he did.
But he
Shut
Because
the
he
didn't.
hell
said
up, man. He
the
never
fight
called.
the fight was
Lomachenko
there
never
for
But he
called
him.
out
didn't.
Tank.
But he didn't.
Lomachenko never called out Tank in his life.
Never.
Oh,
Nope.
so why the fuck? So okay, say he didn't call out. So Boots never called out Ortiz back then, right? Did he?
Yes, he
There was,
did.
Yes, he did.
you got videos
Boots
of
called out
Videos on
Ortiz at
YouTube. This shit
147
documented on the
NHA.
internet.
did they send him an offer?
Boots called
Virgil
no,
Ortiz said he
they was
wasn't ready
going
for the
hold
fight.
on, y'all. I got this. They was going to send him an offer, but Virgil Ortiz team said we won't take the fight because we need 48 months to fight Jerron Ennis.
So they never
Facts.
sent him an offer, but y'all still call him a duck. So the same shit. I mean,
We called him a duck, NHA. We called the man a duck because they
I
actually
believe
reached
he's a
out to
duck.
NHA.
I'm agreeing
They
with you.
actually reached out to Virgil Ortiz team to make the fight, and their response was to not even be able to get to negotiations or anything was, we need 48 months to fight Jerron Ennis. Jerron Ennis
But
confirmed this, NHA, on 3
I
weeks
agree
ago
he
on
ducked.
YSM Sports Media Channel.
I agree he ducked. but there was no official offer sent to him. So
NHA,
that
they
same
tried to
contact,
send an offer. NHA, are you not
you can't just
listening? Do you
try.
need to clean your ears out? If I call
You
you
either
about a fight, NHA, which Loma never did with Gervonta Davis, so you can't even add the two up. Because Bob, the promoter, NHA, see, it's funny how y'all try to put it on Tank. But when Bob said that same year that y'all talking about, why would I make a fight with Gervonta Davis when I got in-house fights for Lomachenko? Y'all say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And Bob got the last
and,
say-so, correct?
and Floyd said the same shit. I got a plan for Javante Tank Davis. What do we need to fight Loma for? Let Loma
He
age
definitely.
out over there and do
No, this
whatever.
is what he meant by that. He's saying y'all clout chasing
Oh, we
Tank.
all there goes
Lomachenko is an
motherfucker.
old man, run out of time. He never gonna be a star. He never gonna be a pay-per-view attraction. We building
The
Tank
fuck
up.
that got to do
They
with
clout
fighting
chasing
him?
us. That's what Floyd was
He was the
meaning with.
best
That's what
fighter
he
at
said.
130 at the time.
No, he wasn't
The
at
fuck that got to
130.
do
He
with
wasn't
fighting?
at
Tank and Devin
130
was
then,
never in the same
NHA.
division until they was
NHA, he was not at
125, dog.
130 then.
Hey, NHA, can you explain this? Why is
Yep.
it that after fucking Tank beat Jose Pedraza and he said he wanted to fight Loma, why didn't Loma say, okay, let's fight? Why didn't he say all he cares about is PPVs and pay-per-views and all that shit?
Why did I ask
Explain
you a question?
that.
Why didn't Tank have
Why did
Mayweather
Loma do
send
that?
Loma tip? Why didn't Tank have Mayweather send Loma a fight, an offer or a contract if he wanted to fight?
Look, it's building him into a pay-per-view star, which he became.
Oh, we got fucking excuses for every goddamn
That ain't no
reason
Say
for
excuse,
that
the
again.
man.
That's not a
taking
fucking
a
excuse.
fight.
That's a fact, my guy.
Dude,
All right.
they
It's a
building
fact.
him. They was never in the
It's a
same
fact.
division
Just
until
like
they was
Dean
at
said,
35.
he could have sent them an
Hold on,
offer
y'all. I got
as a B
NHA.
side.
NHA.
Dog, send him off for
What's
what?
a
They was
bigger
never
duck?
in the
Hold
same
on,
division
y'all.
at
Hold on,
35.
y'all. I got NHA. What's a bigger duck, NHA? You just not calling somebody and going into negotiations, or getting into negotiations, agreeing you're gonna fight somebody, and then say that you want to spend time with your family.
And they
I
was deep in
mean,
negotiations too.
I'm not
I
debating. I'm
asked
not
you a
debating that.
question,
Like
brother.
Loma dunked him. I'm not debating
All
that.
right,
Big duck
I
is
NHA.
said
disgusting.
that
The
earlier.
second one's a little bit more fucked up. It showed a little bit more of your
Thank you,
characteristics in that
Band
one.
Up. Thank you.
They both
Dean, can I say this real quick?
Go
Is
ahead,
there
two
a
cent.
reason why we talking about Tank ducking instead of Devin,
Oh yeah,
who's
let's get back
currently
to
Oh
Devin
yeah,
because boxing actor
yeah.
came up
Let's
here.
get back to
That's
Devin.
why.
Boxing heck,
He
he
came and
done changed
disrupted
the
the
top.
chat.
Yeah, he did.
Devin Haney is a goddamn duck because Devin Haney is doing exactly what Lomachenko did. You get into negotiations, you agree to some shit, and then halfway through, you get up and change your motherfucking mind. That nigga is a duck.
We don't call that nigga Dev, catch weight Dev.
But that nigga Daffy Duck.
And guess what, y'all? I want y'all perspective on if Devin Haney pulls
nigga
out of his
Howard
fight,
duck?
how will his career be looked at?
I
Go
think
around. Go ahead,
I'm
2 Cent.
gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, and y'all know I keep it real and I'm objective. I wouldn't if he don't feel like could take the fight and it would be detrimental to his career. I don't got no problem with him pulling out the fight because why would I do something dumb like that I know I shouldn't do to please y'all? Hell no. I have a career that I need to look forward to. Obviously, I got things going on. Maybe I'm not ready for the fight. I didn't plan on taking the fight. I was just trying to save face. Whatever I needed to do, I'm not gonna fight. Then it's just that simple. Like some people got to understand, like you have to make decisions based off what your goals are and what's best for you in your career. They shouldn't have took the fight if they didn't really want it. One, and if they got to pull out, they just got to pull out and deal with the consequences of it. But to go through with it, and you know you shouldn't go through with it, or you're not confident with it, to do what? To quote unquote not look like a duck. And if you're a real Devin Haney fan, you shouldn't want him to take this fight anyway, because there's no clear understanding of where he's at mentally. So no, I don't want
True
Devin
that.
to take this fight. If he not ready for it, if he didn't plan on fighting it, then don't fucking take it. Are you a duck? Yeah, but it is what it is. Period.
Good cook, 2
Exactly.
Enigma,
Cent. Good
go
cook.
ahead, Enigma. What's your thoughts?
I think Devin is fucking trying to back out of this fucking fight. He has nowhere to go as of right now since the motherfucking Ryan Garcia fight. Got his ass handed to him. Then he came back and fought motherfucking Ramirez running around the fucking ring like motherfucking goddamn the road runner and shit. Now he clout chased Brian motherfucking Norman, calling him ass and all this shit. He has nowhere to go. Devin ain't had nowhere to go at all. So now his career is in the motherfucking Indian Ocean on a life raft. He don't know what the fuck to do.
Idiot.
David
Yeah.
Lynch, go ahead. Give me your thoughts. How would Devin be looked at
Oh man,
if he pull out of this
That's
fight?
funny.
he gonna be looked at for what he is, a goddamn duck. You get all the way
Clout
in
chasing the dog.
negotiations with this man. You clout chased him, ran to fucking Japan to watch him fight. Saw him put that motherfucker in the ghost realm, and then you sat there and said, "Okay." Then your idiot father go clout chase him, talking shit about him. His pops get you on the line and hook you like a motherfucking fish. He said, "Got him. He on the leash.
Damn, I
He
just
gotta fight."
Bill
So
talk too
him,
much.
he gotta fight. He look, he don't have no choice. If he do go ahead and formally drop out the fight, he can forget it. Where he gonna fight at? Where the money gonna come from? Where the bag gonna come from? You know
facts.
what I mean? Devin not gonna be able to afford no more hookers. You know what I mean?
But
And he can't go out and buy no more jewelry and try to shine his teeth up like fucking Tank. What they
NHA,
gonna do? Go
This,
to Jake
Hey,
NHA,
hey,
Paul.
hey, Lynch, I
yeah.
just realized you changed your fucking avatar.
Oh yeah.
NHA. How
Yo.
would Devin be looked at if he pull out of this fight after all the nonsense him and his dad was saying before?
Oh, he will. I mean, he will definitely be looking. You know what I'm saying, like this suspect. This is duck activity. But I think motherfuckers are blowing this shit out of proportion as far as like, oh, his career over. He's done. He ain't gonna be able to make no money. This and that. It's like motherfucker. Brian Norman just did exact same shit to Boots and shit. Now we celebrating him like he's some motherfucking next coming of fucking Ali or some shit. That motherfucker ducked Boots hard. Probably just
Mm-hmm.
even worse than how Devin about to do him right now when it comes to ducking.
Mm-hmm.
So this is shit that happens in boxing way too often. And shit, you know what I'm saying? And I salute respect 2 Cent because she keeps it even kill. It's like if a motherfucking fighter ain't don't want to fight for whatever reason, she's not gonna call it a duck. Unfortunately, most of the boxing fandom don't think that way.
I'ma
And I'm
call him a
guilty of one of
damn
them
duck,
motherfuckers.
NHA.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm gonna call a motherfucker a duck too. But we can't, let's. I think we just blown this shit out of proportion. Now, Jeff will be all right. He gonna have another. He gonna get another fight. He gonna still be able to make millions and shit because at the end of the day, hate him or love it, he has a fan base. We can downplay it all he want.
Do
We
we
can downplay how he fights.
NHA? I gotta get some pushback on that. Because when
Now he
Devin
do
got
though.
knocked out by Ryan, before we got back the test results, Devin fans was Rallo Green turned this back on him. Jay on Twitter, the dick eating nigga, he deactivated his accounts, everything. They wasn't
and
heard
they
from for a month. NHA.
and,
So do we?
Nah, but
and
he
they
do
wasn't
though because
sticking up for him until we
he's
put
one of
him
the
in the
most
trick
he's
bag.
one of the most talked about fighters in boxing. Period.
just because
When
he's
you're
most talked
that
about does
You know
not
why
mean he's
though?
most like.
NHA, you know why though?
that
You know why he didn't talk about fighter? You know why? Because he attached
yeah
his name to fucking Javante Davis for so many
Yep.
fucking years. That's
Yep.
exactly
Mm-hmm.
why.
fuck
All right, y'all.
He's the one
okay
Hold
making
on,
the
cool.
y'all. Hold on,
Mayweather.
y'all.
That's
Let
what
me
this
100.
get to
is.
the super chat. Omega Red says the Haney formula is older than his opponents. Oh no.
Oh
Their
man.
backup plan is Vada. Ryan
Omega
embarrassed
on
him,
his
and
shit.
I never thought he would fight Norman. He'll run out of 140. He ran He ran out of 140 for a reason. Omega
Because he
Red.
too big.
Now, Javon,
What up?
tell me how you think Devin Haney is going to be looked at if he pull out of this fight.
For one, Devin's gonna look crazy. He gonna look terrible, and he like a grown ass kid because it's these helicopter dads, right? Like his dad is Dame dashing his career up. He like what grown man has another man speaking for him that much? Not only that, you giving everybody know the quickest thing to make a man not do what you want to do is try to give him an ultimatum. You gonna give these dudes an ultimatum like you big dogging them. Like it's your show. They don't have to listen to you. The contract is set. It is what it is. Now you try to add extra stipulations to try to wiggle your way out of it without looking bad. But that's what happens when you have your dad speak for you. Why is Devin not speaking on it? Don't nobody want to hear Bill. Bill's not fighting.
Facts.
Bill all up in the videos. Bill, it's all about Bill. Like, that's his problem. And that's what he's gonna look like. That's why none of these boxers respect him, because he's not his own man. I got a dad. I live my dad my whole life. My dad don't speak for me.
That's a fact.
You're a grown man. That's why nobody respects Devin. They talking about everybody. Don't nobody hate Devin. They don't like Bill. And Bill's his mouthpiece.
Facts.
And then they say, oh, because Dad got a dad and Bill is in his life, like everybody else ain't got no
That's
father.
not
And
the
like,
issue.
they
The
gotta be
issue is
hating.
that the man
That's
talks in
crazy.
circles for no reason.
And not only that,
That's the issue.
Bill's a low-level manipulator. Like, anybody that know anybody manipulate, you can see through the holes. Like, he's trying to pull a wool over everybody's head like that works.
Motherfucker's an ex-pimp. He's an ex-pimp.
He's a
Fuck you
bad
say?
pimp. He's low-level. That's low-level manipulation. Everybody ain't women.
Nah,
You can't get this shit off on men.
It is what it is.
Band up. How would Devin Haney, Javon, I love that damn response. How would Devin Haney be looked at if he pulled out of this fight, band up, from your perspective?
He got to go for somebody that's better than Brian. Other than that, I don't see what's the point of the whole getting into the conversations for it anyway, in my opinion.
Bro.
But if you ain't going with nobody that's better than Brian Norman, that's a harder competition for yourself, then there's no point of it.
Yep.
He might try to go get Rolly.
No cap. You know the question, no cap. Talk to me.
I mean, it's over with it was over with the moment Ryan Garcia and him flopped. That was the end of that nigga career. Eddie Hearn was like, nigga, I didn't brought you to Matchrooms with all this money on you, hoping she was gonna blow up in the future and be the next Mayweather. It was all a scam. This nigga ain't got no real fans. This nigga ain't from Oakland. He ain't from San Francisco, but they having to fight Regis in San Francisco. This nigga's not from fucking California. The nigga's from Henderson, Nevada.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I know, because people around here was fucking sad as fuck when he got his ass whipped by Ryan. Talking about, did you see the fight, man, Devin Haney? I was like, that nigga ain't Tank, nigga. Told y'all, nigga. Well, we see what Frank Martin did.
Oh,
He's like, we see what Frank Martin did. I was like, man, we'll see, all right. But yeah, it's over with for Devin. You know what I'm saying? Bill talked him into some bullshit he can't get out of. Norman gonna knock his brain. Turkey ain't gonna have that shit. Turkey ain't about to let this shit slide, because you know they got nowhere to go. They can't go to Hearn. They can't go to PBC because they scared of Al and Tank. They boarded PBCs to critique so they can clout chase Tank, and it's over, man. He ain't a draw. Nobody want to spit like. When Eddie Hearn did put up that money for that Sandor Martin fight, that told you everything you need to know. You know
Eddie Hearn was on his neck, no cap. He said, who's gonna pay for that fight? Who's gonna pay for that fight? Devin Haney's a great fighter, but who's gonna pay for that fight? He's not worth the money. Eddie, and he just got finished working with him, and people try to tell me Eddie don't know what he's talking about. Eddie was just working with the nigga. This was after he was working with the nigga.
Remember when Devin went to London? He got mad because Eddie wouldn't give him no tickets to the fight.
Man, and they act like that never happened. Hey, me.
Yes, sir.
How would Devin Haney be looked at if he pulled out of this fight?
He is a duck. Everyone knows it. And the crazy part is Bill tried to say, oh, let's do body testing August 1st. Like, for what?
Listen, sis.
He's going to be looked at as a duck. Point blank period, end of discussion.
Rich, what's up, Rich?
What's up?
Rich, I know you've seen everything that's going on and you're just getting up here, brother. How would you look at Devin Haney, Rich, if he pulled out of this damn fight after Brian Norman Jr. already agreed to 16 weeks of testing?
Man, I would look at him truly as a duck, not the stuff that some people on this panel be calling ducks. And then second, I want to know, did he do the same thing as with this guy as he did with Jose Ramirez? That's why I really want to ask Devin fans.
No, he didn't.
That's the main question I want to ask. Did he do the same thing, or was they even pressing this issue like that and that'll make him
Nope.
look like a duck too if he didn't do that. I really want to ask Devin fans that though, like people that you know.
No, Rich, I looked it up. He didn't.
Oh shit, then
He
he a
didn't.
duck. Then
And
then
that's
he then.
probably why, Rich, that's probably why Turkey gonna be so mad at it. Cause nigga, you just fought on my card and you didn't ask that other opponent. We already talked, set it up and everything, and you said you was cool with it. Now you let your daddy go out here and start capping for you, and you gonna go along with it. Well, guess what, Devin? Bill don't fight. You do.
Yeah, Turkey a different type of promoter too. He not one of them promoters that's gonna be he's not even a promoter, but he not one of them people that's gonna be like, oh man, nigga, that nigga got money, man. He like, well, his people's got money. He like, man, nigga, we got other people to deal with, man. We don't need you. You know what I'm saying? They could easily find somebody for Brian Norman. They ain't gonna
And
Hey,
be
Tay
that
Dame,
Jones
hard.
came up here, Rich, and said that he believed that Turkey, because he said he got a relationship with the Prince, Rich, not even
Yeah.
just Turkey, the Prince. And Tay said he believed that Turkey's going to be pissed off about this, and that Brian Norman Jr. would definitely get a replacement opponent because it's
Oh
four.
yeah. If just think about it, if you was a nigga man and you already fuck with them and they came to you about Brian Norman, or you seen Brian Norman knock somebody out, and you like, damn, who can he fight? And then y'all Devin called him up and all that stuff, and y'all get to fight together. Y'all making a nice call for Riyadh. He probably really want to see Devin get knocked out because once again he like people that get knocked out and shit like that. He like people that's hard hitters. So I don't know what he likes in Devin besides that they Muslim. So
you know what?
so he probably thinking in his head, damn, this nigga can't even get knocked out by this man. He probably definitely gonna cut they money off.
You're
He
going to cut
probably
that
won't
Mm,
wood.
deal with them. He probably won't deal with them niggas again.
Just like
yeah,
he did with
exactly.
Tio. Hey, Rich.
Yep.
If
Just,
he
Cause
duck,
I was just about to say that shit.
if he
I
duck,
swear I was just about to say that shit. He gonna be on the outside of the sport just like Tio.
Yo,
yep.
let me get to the super chat. Robert Mercer dropped a dub. Appreciate you, Rob. If Devin pull out of this fight, he gonna lose respect. Haney fans' main point about him is that he fights everyone. He talks way too much for him to be ducking. Loma was a gentleman's duck, and he didn't have that tough guy persona. Somebody background, y'all. Yo, go on mute, y'all.
Yeah, I hear that shit too.
Yeah. But my thing is, y'all, where I think everybody is leaving out. I want y'all to know how this is such a duck. Cause I keep telling y'all, one of my friends is a fighter. He fights for PBC. You watch him a lot more than you think you do. And if I told y'all who his name was, y'all would be like, oh shit, Dean. Okay, right? You get a call for the fight. And then your team managers or whatever, they talk to each other. They iron out terms, offer sheets get sent, and then y'all set up a date to where it's though, because it still might be some things, venues, um, um, where the place gonna be at, how many seats is gonna be, what's the ring size gonna be. So you gotta get all of those things, and that's the negotiation part. You gotta get all of those things worked out before you go actually sign the real contract. Everything that's going on, y'all, Bill and Devin already agreed to. That's how you know it's a duck. They already got told that Brian Norman Jr. was going to be testing August 1st. Because Devin got to do the same thing, y'all. That's how you know. They don't want to fight the man. Why would you agree to terms, y'all, and say, oh, I'm okay with that? And then 2 weeks later, and that's where it's bigger, y'all. And I ain't heard nobody say anything about this. Hey, y'all, you want to know who Devin should have said something to if he really felt some type of way instead of Brian Norman Jr.? Turkey Aliki Ashiki, he should have took this up with before he ever said anything to Brian Norman Jr. Because now, y'all, that's part of the contract. So what they would have to do, Rich, is go back and revise the contract. Just in case, Rich, anything happens. They agree to a test for 19 weeks, but Brian Norman does it 18 weeks. That's still breaking the contract.
I don't think Turkey that patient, man. Like I know I wouldn't be that patient.
I
I'd look
know
at
I
them like
wouldn't be either.
I'd be like, man, what the fuck, man. I don't know. I don't think he that patient though.
Yo, I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
think
this,
I don't
y'all.
like
Hit that
he
like button, y'all.
Let
Hit
me
that
say
like
this
button. We got
too.
150, 141 people in the building. Y'all listening, but y'all ain't showing love. I ain't asking you to spend your money. I would love for you to. I would appreciate it. But can you hit the like button, my good brothers and sisters?
Let
Damn.
me say this too,
Go
right?
ahead, 2 Cent.
Because I said at the beginning of this, it was gonna be a lot of capping going on, right? And my question is, and this what don't make sense to me. Like I get it, we having conversations, but what don't make sense to me is why would Bill Haney do something that's so obvious that he's trying to get out the fight? Right? This is so obvious. Like we're talking about 2 weeks. He said he would do the testing August 1st. He already agreed to 16 weeks of testing outside of the additional 8 weeks. Why would Bill? And that's why I say this has to be for attention, y'all, because it makes absolutely no sense. We talking about 2 weeks, Dean. We
Two
talking about
weeks.
August 1st. So,
Yep.
so that's like me and you, Dean. We supposed to debate on Saturday, and I say, you know what, Dean, you gonna have to debate me Thursday evening, or it's no debate. And you like, what? We already agreed to. Like that is so obvious. I'm trying to get out the debate. Why would I do that
Obvious.
unless I want people talking about it?
Or unless
Well, they
Brian
doing
Norman
more than
cycle him
talking,
off.
because hold on, y'all. BFTB Boxing, he said that, and this people told me this chat. I don't watch his channel, so I don't know if he said it or didn't say it. Obviously, I know for obvious reasons I don't watch his channel, but they said that BF said that Bill and them was pulling out today if Brian Norman don't Junior don't do it. So they doing more than just talking. They actually trying to make this a thing. But my question
Yeah.
is, why didn't they go make it a thing to Turkey, the person that can actually do something about it? You want to know
And that's
why, y'all? Because they
why.
want to try to make Brian Norman Jr. feel guilty, and they know that
Yep.
if they go to Turkey and say that Turkey going to ask the same question we all asking.
But how
No,
they think they gonna get away with this from? That's my thing. Y'all worried about Devin looking like a duck. He needs to worry about his relationship with Turkey if he pull out this fight. And if he pulls
Yep.
Yeah.
out of this fight, who else is he going to fight instead? And people talking about, oh, he
Exactly.
wanted to fight Shakur. Shakur and Devin ain't no fight Turkey want to put on.
ain't
Nah,
no
All this
fight
Turkey,
you want to
Showtime
put
Turkey,
on.
mystery he
Tur-
been crying about. He don't
Turkey,
want to put on no
I
damn
think, I
Devin and
think,
Shakur.
Nah,
Because
hey, Two
the
Cent.
weight classes, but
I,
if it,
I
I
think
think you might
Turkey
try to
will
go at
put.
Roden.
I think Turkey will put that fight on, but
That's
Turkey,
a good fight.
but Shakur not dealing with no Turkey right now. His fucking hands messed up. He probably
Yeah,
won't even come back here to next year, man.
yeah, Shakur, yo, Rich.
He
I'm
done,
glad you said that,
yeah,
Rich,
Nah,
because I
hey,
think
Let
this
me
Dave,
ask y'all
year,
a
remember.
question.
his hands got messed up again after that fight.
yeah.
No,
yeah,
listen,
Van
Nah, he
no,
Dub.
said he
Yeah,
got
no,
it
messed up.
wasn't
no,
never
no.
right.
Let
His
me
hand
say
was
this.
never built.
He said he
If
got
his
messed up.
hands hurt every fight, are they ever healed, y'all?
No,
No, they're
no.
not.
Nah.
No.
How tall is he?
So how are you having surgery and then you coming back and you like this is my thing about Shakur. And let me say this too, right? Because a lot of y'all keep talking about how y'all a fan of boxing and y'all not a fans of boxers. Yes, y'all are. Because if y'all were a fan of boxing, y'all would want to continue to see these boxers fight and not want to see them fight because they're not fighting who you want to see them fight. If Devin Haney, this is not a good fight for him. You should not want to continue to see him pursue it. Yeah, he a duck, and he got to get deal with being called a duck because he agreed to it. But if you're a fan of boxing, why do you want to see him pursue this fight, knowing that how detrimental it would be to him? I don't
Let,
understand that.
Two
let me
cent.
answer
You know
that, Two
why?
Cent.
2 cent.
Some
2
motherfucker just
cent.
want to see him get his ass whooped.
Hold on, y'all. I got to explain this to 2 cent because she a woman. So I know she understands, but she might not understand this all the way. But before I do that, Big Dog Willie with the 20. I hate owning a home. I bought a dryer last year, July 15th, 2024, with a year warranty. The effing dryer stops working yesterday and a warranty expired. Now I have to buy a brand new one. Sorry for venting. That just pissed me off.
You can tell somebody to come repair that shit.
Hey,
Tell
2
somebody to
cent.
come repair your dryer, Big Dog Willie. You don't
2
gotta buy
cent.
a
Let me
new one.
explain this to you, 2 cent.
Yeah, probably just the
The
motor.
reason why, 2 cent, as a man, we don't get grace for just changing our mind. You don't get to call Brian Norman Jr. ass. You don't get to say Javante Davis is a duck. Don't nobody want to fight you. Everybody ducking you. We'll take whatever fight. We ain't scared of Brian Norman Jr. Matter of fact, 2 Cent, this fight is only happening because Bill pursued it, 2 Cent. Bill said, I'm looking for Brian. Yo, somebody mute your background, please. Bill said, I'm looking for Brian Norman Jr. Where are he at? You don't get to do that, 2 Cent, and then duck the fight after you agree to it. And guess what, 2 Cent? Devin Haney fans don't agree with you. They was dick riding him saying he gonna beat Brian Norman Jr. ass. So they think he can win. Let's see.
I mean,
Hey, Dean, don't forget, they say everything but let's fight.
don't get me wrong, Deem. I agree with you, right? As a fan, as a content creator, I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. But I'm just thinking on the other side of it too. He is a man, but he's also a business. He's also already put himself in a fucked up situation that probably did end his career. We still don't know yet, right? So and to think of it from that avenue of it, like, bruh, if I'm in over my head, should I just continue to save face? And I know some people do that. Some fighters do that. We seen what happened to Earl Spence. But I'm just saying, like, you just got to be smart about stuff. And if Bill Haney had no intentions of ever taking this fight, which is what I kept asking, why did he accept it? Why? Did you do it for attention? It don't make sense. Why you
2
went
Cent,
through a press conference? Why did you go through all of this knowing you wasn't gonna take the fight?
2 Cent, they did all of this to save face. Because the problem is, 2 Cent, where they gonna go? You go back to 140, Gary Antoine Russell was looking for you, been calling you out. Sabril Matias just called you out yesterday. Sabril Matias literally said, I don't want to talk about the scary boy. So you're not going to go to 140 and go fight those guys, because if you go to 140 and fight anybody but Matias, Russell, Rowley, or who I'm missing, y'all, or Tio, you're a damn duck. You go to 147. Who's available? You don't want to fight Ryan Garcia again because you still got PSTD from it. Brian Norman Jr. is the fight that's right there. Who else you gonna fight at 147? Then if you don't want to fight Brian Norman Jr., guess what? Then Devin, go fight Rolly Romero, another person you said ass. But guess what, 2 Cent? You get beat up by Rolly Romero. It's much worse than losing to Brian Norman Jr. Lord have mercy.
I don't know why.
But this what I'm gonna say to that though, man.
I don't think he'll lose to Rolly.
This what I'm gonna say to that, right? I feel like Devin, I ain't never seen no signs of Devin ducking. I don't know about y'all, but he wanted to fight Ryan Garcia. We gotta get that understood. So we can't sit there and say that he won't fight Ryan Garcia again, because he wanted to
Rolly
fight him.
cooks that boy.
And Ryan Garcia ain't want to fight him, and Ryan Garcia claimed he had hand problems. I mean,
But
it's probably done now. It's done now, but I ain't gonna put him on that he a duck.
But Rich, he did have hand problems.
Okay, but he still wanted to fight him, and Ryan Garcia said no.
Hey,
now
Rich,
Ryan Garcia.
Hey, Rich, that's easy to say when you know a guy got hand problems, to say, oh, I want to fight you. He ain't do what Jerron Ennis is doing with Virgil Ortiz,
but this
saying
what I'm
we'll fight at a later date.
This what I'm trying to say. He already said they already planned to fight right after the Jose Ramirez fight. I ain't see no signs of him ducking. Now we just assuming that he gonna duck these people. I'm saying right now though, if he get out of this fight right now, I feel like that's a duck. Cause the sad part about it is people been saying this shit. Like y'all been on these panels, and other people been saying that he's trying to find a way to get out of this fight. So that'll make it look even worse. I feel like that's when it's duck. But I ain't never seen him really duck nobody to the point where he just say I don't want to fight and all that. I ain't never seen that. I ain't gonna put that on him though.
Hey, yo,
I'll
Monty
say that.
Brown.
Sean Porter
Hold
said that
on,
shit
y'all.
first.
Monty Brown.
Yeah,
Bro, you
Sean
know
Porter
you welcome
did say
here,
that.
Monty. Monty, me and you ain't never had no issues or nothing. I'm just not the biggest fan of your homeboy, my guy. But they ain't got nothing to do with you, fam. You welcome here, Monty. You ain't never disrespected me. I ain't never seen you do no flawed shit. I've heard certain things, but it ain't never happened to me, my guy. So as long as you straight with me, we cool, my brother.
Yeah, I
But
don't
nah,
know.
I
y'all,
think
my,
that,
my thing is, you don't get to be the guy that runs their mouth the most in boxing and then do fraudulent shit. Because Devin Haney fans would never, ever, ever let anybody else get away with doing what he's trying to do.
They
Yeah,
let
this
him
is
get away
it's the
with bringing
worst
up
right here.
135 pounders and fight him in 47. They let him get. They acting like they telling me that's different. So bringing up a fighter 2 weight classes is different than Tank bringing up Roach at 35.
Nah,
How?
but
Right.
hey, look, I'm gonna say this about Devin when he brought up Tank and Shakur. I done heard Tank out of his mouth in his last fight said he still will fight Devin. So when they
That
asked,
doesn't matter.
okay,
That
wait, hold
doesn't
on,
matter.
hold on. It's about being competitive, just like Dean said. It's a man thing. It's competitive regardless. Same reason why
Mm-hmm.
Tank said that to the interviewer, Bundy, whatever his name is. He said, "I still will fight Devin Haney. I still will fight Ryan Garcia again."
Somebody need a mute.
Somebody need to mute my
Uh-huh.
guys.
Enigma, mute Enigma.
Enigma, I'm about to mute you real quick, bro.
Nah, but you heard me, Dean. Tank said that on one of his interviews. He said, "I still want to fight Devin Haney." So what at weight class would Tank still want to fight Devin Haney at?
Rich,
That's
Rich.
just listen to what I'm saying. So at
I
the end
hear
of the day,
you.
when he put him on the list and they just being funny with the list, I say they really bad. They really just joking around on the list on certain people, but that's who he feel like. That's all he said. He would like to fight these people, man. You can't get mad at that, man.
But
I
why
rather
you mad
have
at it?
I rather have my favorite boxer make a list, and I rather have every other boxer make a list so we can see where they mind and who they want to fight, regardless if it's
Rich,
a 130,
that
135,
doesn't
140, 160. As long as he
that
made a
has
list.
nothing to do with what I'm saying though, Rich. You sidestepping everything I'm saying. Do we have an issue with fighters coming up to fight other fighters in weight classes or not? Yes or no?
Nah, not really. I don't have no issue. If
Oh,
you
okay.
dare if you dare to do something, I want to see Tank fight between me and y'all. I want to see Tank fight Manny and Manny win, and I want to see him
Hell
fight Devin
no.
Haney. Listen, I'm saying if he win, I said if he
My
win,
bad,
I
y'all.
love to
I'm
see
back.
that.
Win.
I
I
love
don't
to
care
see
if he
that fight.
win. I don't
I,
listen. Manny don't need to fight no other
hey,
champions if he win. He
hey,
need to
look.
sit down.
Hey, look, I would love to see Tank fight Devin. I would love to see Shakur fight Devin at a higher weight class, whether it's 140, 147. I would love to see it because I still think they could beat him.
Wow.
That's just me. I would love to see them dare to be great. I don't want to see them
Man,
just,
you duck.
you know. I don't want. Yeah, I want to see people that try their hardest that really want to do something. I don't want to just see easy fights. We already know who's gonna win. It's a 60-40, 60-70-30. Nah, I want to see 50-50. Whether it's the playing field
But
with weight
Rich,
A
nobody
or
that
lot of
we
talent.
wanted.
hypocrisy. It's
But
too much hypocrisy, bro. It's too
Huh?
much.
Rich,
Dean, this
Shakur
YouTube
and
streets
Tank.
are full of hypocrisy, bro.
What you say, two cents?
How?
These YouTube streets are full of hypocrisy. It's a bunch of
Um,
hypocrites running around here, man.
how?
That's true.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth because it ain't nothing 50-50 about Devin and Javante. It ain't nothing 50-50 about Devin and
Nah,
Shakur Stevenson. It ain't
that
nothing 50-50 about those fights.
that'll be. You know why it would be 50-50?
Yo,
Because if
whoa.
they going up in weight classes fighting them. As far as technique
They
and
not
skills,
going up in weight classes fighting no damn Devin. Devin gonna have to shrink his bitch ass back down to fight them. He's an
nah,
You're
undercard
not doing
fighter.
that.
nah. I'm
I
saying
think
if it
Shakur
if
will
it
go
Sure
up.
is.
I'm saying if it does happen, then that'll be nice because you know they already got the technique and skills over Devin to me. And you know what I'm saying? Then they
Man,
going up
Shakur
in weight.
Stevenson to beat the shit out of Devin Haney. I saw
Oh
everything I
yeah.
need to see. Shakur Stevenson to beat living life out of
Come on.
goddamn Devin Haney. There's literally nothing Devin Haney, at least
Come
with
on.
Devin and Tank, he got a little size and could use his jab. That shit not gonna work on Shakur Stevenson, dog. That
Yeah,
shit is not working. It ain't nothing.
but the
Hey,
thing
Rich,
about
that
that
is a
makes it interesting.
90-10 fight, Rich. That is
Nah,
a
the thing
90-10.
Nah, the thing
Damn,
about
G.
it is we never seen them at that weight class. Yeah,
He
they
said
skills better than
90-10.
Devin. Yeah, they
So you
skills might be better, but we
Rich,
never
you
seen them at that
confirming
weight
Devin is a
class
weight
though.
bully. So you confirming Devin is a weight bully.
Why you say that? I ain't never said nothing
Because
like
you're saying the
Everybody's a
reason
damn weight
why the
bully.
fights are going to be 50-50 is because Devin is bringing them up, which would imply if Devin was to fight them at the same weight class, he would be at a disadvantage. So for him to even be
Oh
even,
yeah,
he has
yeah,
to
yeah,
bring
yeah,
them
yeah,
up
yeah,
2 weight
yeah, yeah.
classes
I
and
don't
be
think he
a
could.
fucking weight bully.
I don't think he could make it to 135 again. That was 2 years ago since he been at
No, I'm
135.
saying you're saying if they both fought at 135, The only way to fight is 50-50 is because he's bringing up smaller fighters. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's the only way I would say that fight will be a 50-50 because Shakur and Tank will be going up to 147 or 145, whatever the case may be, and that
And
shit
that
will be
and that
that
makes
will be
that's cool
50-50.
in your
That's what
mind.
make it be 50-50.
And that's cool in your mind. That's cool to you.
It's cool for me to see my fighter fight him, to see Shakur beat him, or you know what I'm saying, or see Tank beat him. Yeah, that's cool. I don't want. I'm
Eh,
not looking at it
Wow.
from Devin's side. I'm looking at it from. I
Hey
want to
y'all,
see.
hey yo, I told y'all a long time ago, and I forgot who somebody else told me this. Oh, my man Chris Trucker. Shout out to my brother Chris Trucker. Devin should have just got his ass whooped by Gervonta Davis, and none of this would be going on. And nobody be feeling bad. They'll be like, Devin, you lost, but it was to Tank Davis. He should have just went and got his ass whooped by Tank and got all of this shit out the way already. Like, for real.
Yeah, I feel like they was supposed to ban fight. I mean,
But let
I
me
ain't
read
gonna.
this super chat, y'all. Juke says the smaller guy saying he fights someone bigger is not the same as a welterweight calling out a lightweight. That's punk shit, and I'm calling out kids. Hey, Juke, what's up? Talk to me.
Yeah, but you gotta
Hey, how
understand that
you
they
doing?
been.
How y'all doing?
You
What's
got.
up, Juke?
Oh, she on the
What
thing.
up, Joe?
What's going on, y'all?
What's up?
Hey,
What's
Juke, I
up?
want to tell you, thank God you did my work last night with Boxing Hacker because I was occupied. But I heard the playback. And y'all know if I was able to get up there, it would have been frying pan on his ass. So thank you, Duke, for doing God's work. Okay?
Thank you. It was crazy. I wasn't even like trying to go at him. I was just trying to break stuff down, and he would just like, I would explain something, and he'd be like, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And it was just like driving me crazy. I'm like, oh my God. Like he just wouldn't listen. So I kind of had to go there. But I mean, I don't know. I guess this is
Hey,
how.
Juke, I just want you to know this, Juke. I got Boxing Hacker today. He
Okay.
was
Yeah,
in
I
there
heard.
talking. Oh, you heard. Oh, all right. I just want you to know. Oh, I pointed out his
Where'd he
hypocrisy
go?
live and
You
living
kicked him off?
color.
You kicked
Oh,
off Boxing Hacker?
no, I removed him and then he left because he felt some type of way. Y'all know I got one rule, and Boxing Hacker can't do this. I ask you not to lie. That's all I ask. If you're going to give me your opinion, give it to me, brother. No Diddy. But no Devin, I should say, on Boxing Street. No Devin. Just don't
Can I
lie.
say?
No
Can I
Haney.
say? Can I say something to Juke real quick? Hey, Juke.
Go ahead, Rich. You and Juke can
See,
talk.
see,
Go ahead.
see, see, see. That's the thing, Juke. When you said that comment, I don't know if you was referring to me because I'm not a Devin fan. I just like boxing. I like competitiveness. That's like if Shakur make a list right now and he put Oshaki Foster on it. Whether the guy's at a lower weight class or not, he still got beef with the guy. He only 5 pounds lower, or the case may be. You know what I'm saying? They still competitive. So I wouldn't be mad if Shakur put Oshaki Foster on there. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't say, oh, he's trying to be this because they done talked about each other. He claimed he a drug addict. He claimed he a bitch. He claimed he all types of stuff. So when you start talking like that, I don't give a fuck what size you is. You know what I'm saying? That's how people look at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not mad at Devin for putting Tank or Shakur in there because they done had beef and problems and all types of shit before. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
I
that's
feel that.
that's why I say it's a man perspective. I don't look at it as a bad thing
I
at
mean,
all.
I feel that. Like, I feel like, okay, I get like, okay, but people talking mess, whatever. You have beef, you have whatever. I still wouldn't approve of Shakur doing that. Like, once let him make his move up. Kind of like I like how Earl dealt with the situation, right? You had people like I remember Rolly used to talk crazy to Earl. I'll beat you up. He wasn't thinking about him because at the end of the day, if you're a champion and you're supposed to be trying to prove you're the best and you fight at a specific weight class, you're supposed to be looking at those. Your meals are supposed to be in that division, or you can look up one higher. Going down with the people who are at a lower weight, I can't get with that. That's kind of weak to me. I wouldn't like it if Tank do it. I don't care who you are. I don't like it. Like I've heard people say crazy stuff to Wilder. Wilder would it look crazy if he'd have slapped Jamel Charlo when he was talking crazy to him. I get it. Like people are gonna just because they saying something. Hey, what you do is you offer. Okay, well if you come up, we can handle it. That's it.
Yeah, but
Tank and Shakur right now are competing at 135. Now, once they move up, fair game. Like when Mikey Garcia moved up, Spence handled it. But Mikey was talking a lot of mess. He wasn't like, oh yeah, come up here. Spence kept thinking about the guys at 147, trying to unify. Now, once Mikey brought his tail up there, he dealt with it. That's all I'm saying. I don't like that.
But we also
But
forgetting
Spence
that they
did not call out Mike.
be,
Spence didn't call out Mike.
Exactly, he didn't. He just dealt with
like,
one together.
like there is no way y'all should be okay with people calling out other men from smaller weight classes.
but we also gotta understand that shit still smoke from when they was all in the same
that
weight class
don't
together.
matter, Rich.
You know what I'm saying?
But you guys don't like when at the same time you guys don't like.
Once you move up, it's done.
You guys don't like smaller fighters calling out big fighters anyway. You know what I mean? Let's keep it. You know what I mean? Let's throw that out there.
I don't particularly like it, but you know what? I wouldn't care. Like, I'm sorry. Like I said, if my little cousin who's 12 and smaller than me, get like, okay, like little girl, I'm not about to like, oh yeah, let's go fight.
Right,
I'm not gonna do that.
Band up. Hey, y'all, band up. You want to know what the difference is? I didn't like Bud not going up to fight Canelo Alvarez. But guess who I hold more responsible than Bud, though, band up, and you know. Guess who asked I'm on more about this fight?
Who, Canelo?
Canelo Alvarez, the bigger fighter, because he don't want to fight David Benavidez. Same way Devin don't want to fight Brian Norman Jr., but he wants Shakur Stevenson and Tank.
Perfect example, right? Like I think it looks like this, that fight between Bud and Canelo. I think this is a bad look on Canelo, because why do you keep fighting these dudes from lower weight class? Like, even when the people kept talking about Inoue and Tank, and I'm a Tank fan, right? I'm a Shakur fan too. But they were like, Inoue and Tank, I like the way Tank dealt with it. He's like, man, I'll probably be too small. I don't think that's really going to happen. You know, I don't think, like, it's one thing. Like, for example, Roach, he didn't call Roach out. Roach wanted the opportunity, and he come up and, okay, you know, come up to my division, and I'll give you a tight. That's one thing. But putting them on a list, and then it's not just, he didn't just put them on a list. Putting them on a list above guys.
They put Lamont Roach on the list too.
I'm sorry?
They put Lamont Roach on that list.
No, he didn't put Lamont Roach on the list. What I'm saying, Haney he had a list, and he literally had lightweights as a priority over guys in his own division. Like, that's crazy to me.
That's absolutely asinine. And you know what's so crazy, y'all? You want to know two people that didn't know that they was on the list? You want to know two people who was totally unaware they was on the list? Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. I know damn well Bill ain't reach out to either one of them.
Hell no.
So Rich, I want you to think about this.
Yeah.
How your two top priorities don't even know they a priority, Rich, and I'm supposed to take you serious? How your two, Rich, if somebody is your top priority, ain't you gonna let them know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You want to know two fighters that ain't heard nothing about Bill Haney list?
Yeah, but yeah, that's crazy.
They've been scared of Shakur.
To be fair,
it's too much evidence.
Tank had him on the list too and shit. He didn't reach out to them and shit. Was like, yo.
No, they did reach out to them. Bill and them moved up. They did reach out. That's what Steven Espinoza said.
We're not talking about Tank, bro. We're talking about Devin right now.
But no, you're right. Let me say this for NHA. Steven Espinoza came out here and said they talked to Bill about fighting Tank. Bill said no. We got other things we going to do, and how you know that's true, NHA, because Eddie Hearn, the promoter, confirmed that.
Well, you could say Turkey reached out to Tank too and shit. Tank just needed a couple Ferraris.
Turkey, but guess what?
Nothing official.
NHA, where that go bad at? Because Turkey just had an interview admitting never reached out to Gervonta Davis.
So we can't say that. We can't say that.
You can't believe. You can't look at Twitter as real news.
I'm not trying to be funny, but I heard Tank say
I was reading fake news.
I heard Tank say out of his own mouth that he talked to Turkey, and he said he did fight my boy Devin. I heard him say that out of his own mouth.
Where he say that?
Y'all didn't see that video when
he never said.
Tank never said he talked to Turkey.
When Tank said he was scared to get knocked out, he had to get a knockout because he's scared he might lose on the card.
He said Turkey was one of the first.
He did. Yeah, them motherfuckers be acting like y'all forget.
He didn't say he talked to Turkey though. He said that he ain't gonna get a fair shot if he go over there. He didn't say I talked to Turkey.
Turkey say Devin is his guy.
I remember he said something Turkey.
Y'all know y'all be hearing what y'all want to hear. That's y'all problem.
I might have heard. I got to listen to
what?
that, man.
He said, why would I go over there when I know that's your guy? And that guy get the knockout the way. Why would I go over there?
And he said when he said that's my guy, I'll fight my guy, Devin,
Nah,
or something
nah.
like that.
He said he said that Devin is Turkey's guy. So why will I go over there and fight Devin knowing that that's his guy? That means I
Yep.
gotta get a knockout to win. That's
Why
what
would
he
you need a
said.
knockout though?
And furthermore, because you know what?
But this
But
the thing about it though, right? I don't know if y'all trying to condone that type of stuff or whatever, but like, what
They
makes him
are.
think that? What makes him think that Turkey want to cheat him? What? Not
because
Because
he's
that's
they
some
getting
real
cheating everybody else.
stuff. And it's
Cause we
what
just
makes him
saw
think
how
that.
he cheated. We just saw how he
Adonis.
cheated the guy for
But
that fought against
but every
Shiraz.
but
but
wait a
When
minute.
he
every
was
single
on
one of
the
y'all, every single one of y'all
It
say
ain't the
Tank was
same
gonna knock him
people,
out.
man.
Dean,
We
don't
talking
let
about
them
two,
deflect the time.
man. Let's
Right,
start
they
being
Devin ship
are.
is
honest.
And
sealed, bro. That
all
ship is
right.
sealed, bro.
to get off
Let's
Devin.
start being honest. Let's start
Y'all
being
gotta
honest.
stop cloud chasing Tank.
We talking about two black Americans that he don't give a fuck about. I don't think none of them
Exactly.
is guys. I don't think none of them is guys.
No,
I
he
don't know
cares
what
about.
y'all trying to
No,
mix
I'm
he
it up
trying
cares
or
to
something
about
think.
like
I'm
that.
trying to
Giving
figure
more
out how
reason
this
for
shit
to
got
not go
about
over
Tank.
there, Rich.
I don't
well,
know.
Because
I'm
they
just
don't want to
actually,
handle that truth, that truth serum.
now somebody said something
Yeah.
about Tank. That's why I said. That's why I said I thought Tank said something about him talking to him.
Man,
so
these
We was
dudes
talking
can't do
about
nothing, man.
lists,
Tank never said that he talked to
hit
Turkey.
lists.
And then furthermore, I think Turkey does care about the people who he has under his thumb. If he has you under his thumb, he can control you more. So of course he wants you to win, which is probably why Adames did not get a draw instead of a victory because he didn't knock him out.
I think
And he also went over.
I think Turkey got a bigger plan and he wants to see knockouts and he trying to just expand his brand.
That was before. That was before he
Hey,
complained.
Rich.
I really
He
think
did.
at the end of the day, he don't give a fuck about nobody.
Well,
I think
he cared enough to go over
I
to the other corner and tell that guy with the
I think
official record.
I
He
think
cared
I
enough.
think he
He
care
cared
about his
enough to
country.
interject into the fight. He cared
Yeah.
enough to interject into the fight and tell one of the fighters the official
And,
scorecard.
Play too
where's
much.
Shiraz?
Like, yeah, we
Real
fought
quick,
Where's
without
fellas.
Shiraz?
none.
I got a question,
Where's
real
Shiraz?
quick.
Wait. Where's Shiraz? Other people from? Where his people from? Like his people.
He's from Pakistan, but he Muslim though.
Hey,
That's what
but
I'm saying. That's a whole different ball game.
But it don't matter.
We
He
talking
just cool
two
with
black
Turkey. Turkey is
Americans.
his.
We
So
got
first you
two
said
black
he don't care
Americans.
about anybody.
I
Now you changing it to you keep changing these qualifiers.
I understand Tank paranoia, but I don't believe that. I'm not gonna go by what Tank said because he said, "Oh, I think he gonna set me up."
Oh,
I
here
don't
we
think that
go
nigga gonna
again.
set no one up, man. I think as far as
Okay, that's
black
what you
Americans,
think,
He
bro. You ain't the
I
one
don't
already
going
think
over
set
that.
there.
someone up already. What do you mean we
They
can't?
didn't they just poison Kid Austin at the
No, I
bar,
said
bro?
as far as black
That's like
Americans.
saying
I ain't
it
say
doesn't
I ain't
rain
say.
and while you're
I,
standing wet. Like, what do you mean we did? You don't think
I
we
just said
scored
with
already?
black Americans, I think he don't give a fuck about
What
black
they got to do with
Americans.
it? So
Hey, Rich,
First you said
they
you didn't
just
care
don't
about
believe. They
nobody.
just
Now
don't
you're saying
believe what
black
they when they
I,
say
Americans.
Tank gonna knock him out. Tank really can't knock him out. Is that what y'all saying?
He probably
Tank
no, he
can.
can't knock
can't.
I
him
Devin
think
out.
don't want
Tank
to
would
fight
not.
him.
I
That's what
think
you
Tank.
don't want to come to terms.
No,
I'm just saying
First
when
off,
they get
Devin
in the
Haney's
ring.
free.
time out. We're not finna do this. Why Tank just won't go knock him out? Tank probably don't think in his head he finna knock everybody out he get in the ring with,
He
and he
literally,
Nah, I
shouldn't.
don't.
he
But
literally said
y'all
he doesn't
do.
think that way. No, we
Y'all
don't.
do. And then
No,
y'all
we
and then
don't.
y'all
Yeah,
try to
what's wrong
argue
with
with
that?
me.
That's not my
That's a
argument
dumb
right there.
statement in
All
that
I'm
case.
saying is
At the end of the day,
I don't think Turkey.
Tank don't have to go halfway across the world because he sells here. How about
He
that?
don't.
Discussion. Let's go back
But
to the welterweight having lightweights on this list. Let's go back to that.
Right.
Since y'all trying to deflect.
Why you hate Tank so much, dog? Because he's
Yo,
shining.
let me say this, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta cut in here. Let me say
I
this.
don't hate Tank. I like Tank. I just
Turkey,
don't. I mean,
Turkey playing.
I just like to call out the fucking hypocrisy from his fans.
What's the
Hold on,
hypocrisy?
y'all. Hold on,
You mean
y'all.
the Devin Haney
I
shit?
think.
What you mean, Teach?
Hold on,
I
y'all.
ain't a
Hold on,
Devin Haney
y'all.
fan at all.
What?
Hypocrisy of his
The
fans.
why missing? Hold on, y'all. The why missing in action? What you mean, Teach? You got to clarify that, gang. Y'all, Turkey playing. This is why, y'all.
Yeah.
I got the memory of an elephant, y'all.
Don't tell me the boy that
What?
got kidnapped by.
When Turkey first came into boxing, y'all, do y'all want to know who was one of the first people he
Tank.
wanted to work with when all
Tank.
of this started? Do you know who one of the first people he wanted to work with? Take a
Tank
wild
Davis.
guess.
No, Tank.
Tank.
That's who. That's who.
Gervonta Tank
And that's
Davis.
why I don't think
Yo,
that he
but,
will.
hey, and isn't that
Absolutely.
when
What's
Tank
wrong
was
with that though,
hold
D?
up, hold up.
Hey,
Isn't that when
Hold
Tank was
on, y'all. I'm about to explain it to you where I'm going with this. Turkey don't like that Tank just brushed his ass off, as he should have. Because Turkey came in the game wrong. Instead of ingratiating in itself with Tank. and be like, I think instead of doing what promoters should do, how Eddie talks about Jerron Ennis and Shakur Stevenson. Do y'all remember how Eddie Hearn was talking about Jerron Ennis and Shakur Stevenson before he wanted to sign him? He was talking very highly of him. Turkey came in the game with his chest out, tried to play Tank, and then got played, and then been in his feelings ever since then about the whole situation. Gervonta Davis don't gotta do shit that Turkey wants him to do. He don't need the money. Tank is not the other fighters that y'all try to compare him to. He is not in their situation. He's not. He's not even in Terrence Crawford's situation. What
we
you
need to
say?
talk about what situation Devin gonna be in if he duck this fight.
Listen.
Oh, and can
Devin,
I comment on that when I get a chance?
Go ahead, Drew.
I just wanted to comment because I couldn't get on at the time. I think the studio was full. Because I think you were asking what will happen if Devin does pull out the fight. I think it's going to be like terrible because I don't think it's going to happen. And I'm going to tell you why, but I think it would be terrible because he's built his entire brand off of putting the duck title on other people for the smallest of reasons. If you don't look at him the right way, you're a duck, right? If you don't engage with any back and forth, oh, you're a duck, you're scared, right? That's what he's been doing for a very long time. Now, sometimes it's right, sometimes it's rightfully so, but sometimes it's just not. So it would be horrible, and he'll never be able to use that again. So then what will he be able to use going forward? So it will really be a big hit to his brand, but I don't think he's going to do that because I think that Brian Norman Sr. may have kind of outmaneuvered Bill Haney a little bit. I think Bill may have met his match because I was looking at a video on, I don't know if it was one of those boxing shows, and there was both of them on, and of course Bill was saying, well, you have to do this, and I want you to test earlier, and Brian Norman Sr. was just smirking, and he said, oh, okay, well, what you gonna tell Turkey? And smirked. Tell Turkey that if we don't do this, you're gonna pull out. Go ahead and tell him. And then Bill just hung up and like got offline. And it's like, I think they know they kind of got him because if you do this and you burn that bridge with Turkey, you already kind of burned the bridge with Hearn, right? You burned it with Top Rank. You guys are kind of talking flippant about Al Heyman. You've never worked with them. So where do you go? So I think he's going to have to honor it. If not, I think they're going to go through with it. I don't think we have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's at the end of the day, y'all. We got Bill with them out here looking scary, looking fugazi. And I'm glad Tay came up here. Shout out to my guy, Tay, but I'm going to say something. Brian Norman Jr. and Brian Norman Sr., y'all see what I was talking about, brothers? When when people try to hit you with ultimatums and things like that, just be careful what you do in boxing, because what goes around comes around, and what goes the fuck up must come down.
Preach,
so
preach.
All of that, the whole boot situation got out of hand.
Yeah.
And y'all was trying to use your leverage and all of that stuff, and that's cool. And y'all received the backlash for it. Well, guess what now? Devin Haney is trying to do the same exact thing. And it's not cool. See, I keep it 100 all the way around the board. When you was turning down offers and I ain't want this, I ain't want that, I deserve this, I deserve that. Well, Devin Haney feels he deserves because he the biggest name, and he feels as though you need him, and he try to pull cards and get more out of the situation, like Brian Norman Jr. was trying to do with Jerron Ennis. And this is why you got to be. And guess what, y'all? I wholeheartedly believe that Brian Norman Sr. and Jr. learning from this situation. I like Brian Norman Jr. Unlike Bill, unlike Auntie Scout, I like Auntie. I actually think Brian Norman Sr. is a good dude. I think he was trying to talk up his son. That was the first time they was like in the spotlight and all of that. And things went a little too far. You understand? That's cool. But I hope they learn now about what I was saying then. What's good for the goose is good for the duck.
Mm-hmm.
That's all, y'all.
Man, let me shit on Bill right quick. Put the nail in this nigga coffin, dog.
Hey, Don, hey, hold on, Don Mega. What are you talking about? Nobody's defending nobody who juiced up. What are you talking about, baby girl? Or like, what are you talking about? You said y'all idiots. This boxing fighters got to be clean. You're not real boxing fans. When did juiced up fighters get respect? Who juiced up that we talking about?
Yeah, she
See,
can't
this
say
the
that,
narrative
Brian.
that Bill be
She
trying to
probably,
make.
she
He be trying
probably,
to
she. That's what.
see. This
He
is why
must be
Bill
talking
say
about
what he
Ryan.
said. He
Yeah, I'm
wanted to create
confused. I'm
confusion.
literally. Hey,
Nah,
Queen,
nah.
put it in a chat. I'm confused on who you talking about. Like, I don't know who's the
What
juiced
she
up
probably,
fighter.
you know what
She's
she
saying
probably.
that Joe Norman
This
trying
what
to
she
avoid the
probably
test,
basically
and y'all should
saying.
be
If they
supporting Bill Haney.
not juiced up, why do they have a problem with doing it? I really don't know what's going on right now, man.
Rich, let me explain
Hey,
this to you, Rich. They already going above and beyond, Rich. The average fight, like
Yeah.
Williams, Zapata, and Shakur, they probably was only testing at minimum 8 weeks, at max 12 weeks. Brian Norman Jr., Rich, is giving them 4 extra weeks than the norm, Rich.
So what the fuck is to discuss about then?
And there you go, Rich. That's what we're saying. He's ducking. Yes, Rich, you starting to get it? You get it. Brian
so
Norman Jr.,
basically,
Rich, is willing to test from August, brother, to November. That is August, September, October, and all the way up to the end of November when they fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Rich. Guess what, Rich? Brian Norman Jr. was just tested even more recently than Devin Haney because he said he was tested over there in Japan as well.
Damn.
So, again, Rich, we don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, if they pull out this fight, they ducking. That's it.
The
Ain't
problem
nothing
is
to
that
it.
B
Ain't nothing
Norman
around it.
put Jen Sasaki on the
Go
canvas.
ahead, no cap. Go off,
The
no
problem is
cap.
them hands coming from B Norman upside Devin head. They know what's coming. You see his face when Belanger dropped. That nigga seemed like he seen a ghost. He seen his
He
whole life
did.
flash before his eyes. Damn, that's how I was
nah,
looking.
he just had flashbacks when he seen that.
Do y'all
That's how
think?
I was looking when Ryan was making me twerking. I was like, no, Devin, you was looking worse than Berlanga, nigga.
Do y'all think Brian Norman could beat
You
him
was
the
looking
way
worse,
Devin Haney
Devin.
was
That
fighting
nigga
his
was
last
crawling
fight?
on the ground. Oh, that shit was hard to watch, nigga.
You think Brian Norman
Yeah,
could beat him the way he was fighting his last fight?
Who, me?
Yeah. Do y'all think the way Devin Haney was fighting his last fight? Do you think
I'm going to
Brian
tell you
Norman could
what.
beat him?
now
Yeah, I'm going to
Brian's
tell
too
you why.
athletic.
I'm going to tell you why, y'all. Because Ramirez had Devin cornered a couple times, Rich, but he just didn't throw. That's not going to be Brian Norman Jr. And that's going to put him in some particular situations. Hey, Rich, he's not going to do what Shakur Stevenson did, brother. Not against that puncher. He ain't going to do it, brother. And he know he ain't going to do it. Hey,
Yeah.
yo, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Now, think about it from this. Hold on, my man Teach said, Dean, I got to say it like Teach, too. Hold on, y'all. Dean, I don't think anybody is going to get out of this fight, Dean. If they do, the
Nah, you talking too
reason.
fast, Dean. You need to talk slower than that.
That's nasty word.
Dean,
Nah, you talking too
Salute
fast,
to my
Dean. You need to
brother
talk slower
Teach,
than that.
man.
Yeah, you gotta slow down a bit.
I got to
The
slow down.
monotone's
NJ,
a
hold
little
on.
off.
I
Yeah,
got you.
just listen.
Dean, I don't think nobody's going to pull out of this fight, Dean. If they do, for this reasons like this, I think it's going to fall apart out of Turkey good graces, Dean. Turkey won't work with them like he won't work with Teofimo Lopez anymore, Dean. Facts, T.
He's not lying though.
Facts.
Turkey's not gonna be able to work with him. He's
If he
not gonna want
takes the
to.
fight, he's not gonna work with him no more anyway. So
He's not wrong.
At all.
We'll see. No, the only thing
All
I'll
I
save
know,
him,
y'all.
save face is that shit
This
was
is
more.
what I wanted to ask y'all. This shows me that Devin. Now I know Devin is not confident because this whole situation shows me where Devin and Bill mentality at. They're going to walk, and if they do take the fight, Rich, where they can't get out of it, or Turkey say, "I ain't messing with y'all no more." I know he gonna go get knocked out now because Rich, I really question his confidence now. The
Yeah,
man
Yeah,
said he
he
gonna
looks
work.
nervous.
Turkey not gonna fuck with him no more after this. If they drop out of this fight and do some shit like that, Turkey ain't fucking with him.
Oh no, not at all.
turkey
Not
If
even
leg.
close.
he don't do this fight, he gonna be fighting
Man,
on Charleston White undercard on his next.
man, he said he gonna be fighting on. He said he
He
gonna be
said
fighting on Aiden Ross
he
cards
said he
after
gonna be
that.
on BLK or Wilder.
Oh shit!
He gonna be on
I'm
No.
crying.
Opening up for
whatever
Charleston
Charleston
White.
White on, he gonna be on that shit.
Ah, don't
Yo,
do
what?
Dev like that. Dev will be
Yo,
all
no
right,
cap.
man.
Oh
What's
man.
wrong with you, bro? Like, no cap. What's wrong? No cap. You got kicked out of school every day. I know you did. Hey,
Oh
y'all,
shit.
Charleston White undercard is probably the most diabolical thing I've heard on YouTube in a long time. God
He said he
damn,
gonna be fighting on the
Debbie.
Wow.
Island
No,
Boys
Debbie.
Dude
undercard.
didn't even say Black Prime. He said Charleston White. I'm done.
Oh man.
But do you guys think that Devin has a path to victory? That's what we were talking about last night on 2 Cents channel. Do you think there's a path to victory for him?
Yeah, I
No.
I
think he can
think
win.
that we got to get past it. I ain't worried about his skill and a path to victory. Is he physically? We see he can move around and punch, but how is he mentally? Is the question that everybody keeps skipping
Yep.
over. It's like y'all don't want to acknowledge that. Y'all don't, and it's because y'all won't be honest about his last fight. Is Devin Haney mentally? Y'all seen Devin face when Berlanga was getting pieced up. Is Devin
Oh
Haney
yeah.
mentally in a space to take
Nope.
a fight like this right
Nope.
now?
He still have nightmares of Ryan Garcia
Hey,
left
hey,
hook.
hey, 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 2 Cent, I'm
Yep.
tired of everybody giving this grown man this excuse about is he in the right mental space. That bitch ass nigga ain't the first nigga to get knocked out. That bitch ass nigga
That's
ain't the
true.
first nigga to fight a nigga with PEDs. That bitch ass nigga, I saw Manny Pacquiao get slept in front of the world where we thought
One
he
time
died.
though, D. You seen
2
him
Yeah.
get
Cent,
slept.
2
Hold
Cent,
on, hold
we
on. Let
thought
me
he
say
One
this. Let me
died,
round
say
2
this.
Cent.
Marquez.
You seen him get slept once. How many times did Devin Haney get dropped? And I'm telling y'all, Devin Haney got
18
knocked
times.
out. He got knocked out in that fight, y'all. And for whatever reason, they did not want to stop it. He
But
got knocked out. He was out. The
2
referee
Cent, hear
punched
me
on him,
out, 2
kicking him
Cent.
to get up. He was
2
out,
Cent, hear
y'all.
me out, 2 Cent. I hear you. But this is boxing. So the fuck what? That's part of it. You get knocked out. It's a chance you could get knocked the hell out in boxing. You can't get knocked out and be like, all right, well, my mental state, the nigga, you shouldn't be a boxer, nigga. This is the wrong sport for you. Do you understand me? This is the wrong sport. You
And
got
and,
knocked out.
and that's
You
what
don't
bothers
get to
me.
take soft touches after that
I
because
Why?
of
mean,
your
he
mental
did
state.
get a soft touch. I think Ramirez was a soft touch, and I think that that should have been his ability, his way of kind of like getting back to himself. But this is also what bothers me about when younger fighters trash the older generation, like, oh, I'm better than him. I did this. Those older fighters used to get like beat up, knocked out, and come right back and keep it moving. And so that's
Yep.
that's why you have to respect the generation before you, because man, everybody thought Pacquiao was dead. Like, he didn't move for a long time. I thought Leo Santa Cruz was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to really, you have to have some fortitude to keep going. And if not, then maybe you need to take a break.
Y'all know he ain't built like
But
that. Y'all
but
think
let's
Devin ain't built
let
like
me
that?
let me
These
say
fighters are not built
let me
like that, bro.
let me say something
But 2
right
Cent,
now though.
hold on, Rich. I'm gonna let you go, Rich. I just want to say this. 2 Cent. The boy took off a year. He suspended himself, 2 Cent. He didn't even have to be suspended. This nigga he suspended himself, 2 Cent. You got a year to go to therapy and all types of shit. And guess what, y'all? This is where I'm letting nobody get out of it at. When Tank going through mental problems, not nobody give that nigga an excuse. Not nobody.
That is
Mm-hmm.
true.
Facts. That's facts,
Now
D.
that's
That's
true.
facts.
That's
He
true.
been
Mm-hmm.
going through stuff since
But
he
that's
was
because they
born.
know how soft Devin is, D.
I don't say this. I don't
Nah,
think
let
Devin.
hey, can I say something real quick?
I'm gonna
Hey, look,
defend. Go ahead.
look. But this the thing about it though, right? What have Devin did to prove that he was soft? I still don't understand where y'all keep getting this
I'm about to tell you, Rich.
The
Hey,
way
Rich. Hey,
let me
Rich. I
talk.
got.
Let
Go
me
ahead. Go
Whoa.
talk
ahead.
real quick, because only thing I seen him did was he got in the fight and he went with the game plan that Bill Haney chose. Look, do this, fight like this or whatever. He still got in the fight. Now, if he duck out his Brian Norman fight, that's when I can start saying that he's soft and he ain't trying to take. But I haven't seen him yet do
Hey,
nothing that was
Rich,
soft that I could
y'all
consider
ever
a
seen
man
that?
soft.
Y'all ever seen that gif of Kobe Bryant where he's shaking his head and then he say soft? That shit Devin Haney doing right now, Rich, is soft. You about to pull out a fight because a man don't want to sign up for the drug testing on the exact same day you want him to? Rich,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
soft.
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. That's soft. That's soft. That's soft. That's soft. But if they still fight, I'm not
Hey
gonna look
Rich,
at
hey
him as
Rich, hey
soft,
Rich,
man.
hold on, Rich. Sin Ironheart said, "Tank the first light skinned nigga that's held the dark skin standards."
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
ain't
So I
right,
don't
yo.
I don't think he's soft. I actually think he got some heart. I think he showed heart and I'm not a big Devin fan, but I think he showed some heart against Ryan. And I think he showed heart when he got hurt against Linares. I think in order to get in that ring and fight, I don't think fighters are soft because I mean they're doing something that's very dangerous. But I do think this move is saying a lot. And what I think has happened is that they've just made a career out of trying to punk people and make it seem like everyone else. Because I think about it, anytime you're trying to accuse someone else of something, it's probably because that's in you. So he's always been accusing people of ducking and you don't want to fight. Now I'll fight anybody and I'll fight everybody. And but you're doing it at times when you know you're both not available or it's something you know that it's unlikely that the fight's going to happen. And I think they thought they would do that with Brian Norman. And that they would just say, oh, and it would move on and they would be able to say, see, Brian don't want to fight us either. But unfortunately, Norman Sr., kind of outmaneuvered him
Yeah, that's what it probably was,
and got him
and
stuck. He got him stuck.
it probably really was that Turkey, because they said Turkey when he seen Brian Norman fight out Japan, he was like, damn, I want that fighter. So when Turkey seen him going back and forth, Turkey probably was the one that initiated that shit. Like, yeah, let's get this together. And they probably was like, nah, man, we really want to fight this.
So Turkey don't talk. So Turkey just be like, call you and be like, hey, I sent so and so an offer.
Nah. Turkey said, this what I got seen from another channel. They said Turkey seen Brian Norman fight out Japan, and he said, I want him. Like I want him on one of my cards, man. Cause he liked knockouts. That's why I keep saying I don't understand. If anything, I think he would want Tank to knock out Devin Haney. Cause he liked knockouts. It's better for his business and his brand. That Tom and Jerry, the way that Devin, Shakur, whatever y'all want to call it, fight with no knockouts is not good for Turkey brand. That's how he looking at it.
Yeah,
All knockouts. He only looking for knockouts. I'm
Hey
that's
Rich,
why.
sorry.
then let me
You
ask
know
you
what I mean?
this,
But
That's why
Rich.
he
Rich,
went.
that's
That's
so
why he went over
casual.
there.
Rich,
That's
that
why
is
he went
so
over there and got
casual.
Bud
That
Crawford.
is
You know what I'm
such a
saying?
casual for you to be running fights and putting on fights and promoting fights. That is such a casual mentality to have.
That's what
I
I'm
just
saying.
want
That's
knockouts. I
but
only
That's
want
Turkey
true.
is
knockouts. That's casual
Turkey
as hell.
That's true.
Turkey is a casual. You heard what he said. He wants to see
Thank
blood.
you.
He want to see blood, and he want to see people get knocked out. So
I've
when
been
you
saying this for like 2 years. I already said this man was a culture vulture. I already said it.
so so this so this so
He he panders
damn
to casuals. That's literally where that's coming from. He
yeah. So
panders to
he
casuals.
that's what I'm saying. So I feel like he just
While
want to see
getting
people
rid of
get.
the casual fan base. He's pandering to casuals while getting rid of the casual fan base. That's
Exactly.
wild.
What we
That's
talking about
wild.
right now, Dim? I got booted out the chat.
I just think he wants to see knockouts. He wants to see like I'm pretty sure he hoping to see Terrence Crawford get knocked out by Canelo. So Sharon
That's
could
why
fight.
he chose
Remember
Crawford.
though,
So
He want
so
Crawford
so
to get the
so
knockout. Somebody that's been on a knock TKO streak for years. You know what I'm saying? Why not go get that man?
Turkey, man,
He
Turkey
ain't
though,
been a
Turkey just
TKO
fighting these
streak
niggas.
is not a
Turkey like
knockout.
Mike Vick with them
Hey,
dogs with these
knock the
boxers.
fuck
That's all
out.
he is.
that's why I'm
Man, no,
saying
but
he
a
don't he
Yeah.
don't
TKO is
care.
not a
Hey,
knockout,
no,
bro.
hey, no, but look at them. Look at the people that
A
he did that to.
TKO
If the
is
ref
not
was
a
not there, them
knockout.
niggas is going to sleep. That's all I gotta say.
Stop it.
If the ref is
Stop
not
it.
there, them niggas is going to sleep.
Stop it. But he
Yeah,
ain't put him to sleep, so he about to
I
go
just
put
I
Canelo to
just
sleep.
I
Oh yeah, because the third man in the ring, stepped in. You know what I mean? Them fighters was hurt. Them fighters out on their limbs. If the ref didn't step in, the fighters was going to sleep. Cut it out. And
Hey,
one of them
two
did.
cents. What's the topic?
Um,
Devin,
we were talking about
Turkey and why he got people over there.
I was trying to figure out how does Turkey make fights because I'm trying to figure out how this fight was made without I'm trying to understand how Bill is in a situation where he has to take the fight.
You know what I think?
Did Turkey
No, because
call?
they went to Turkey. They went over there to Turkey begging for a fight.
I think that Turkey is such a.
But
He seems like a person who's
I
hyper
don't,
focused on social media. I actually think that Turkey may have gotten an idea from Bill himself, but he probably didn't realize that Bill was, just running his little game he runs and not really serious about it. But by the time Turkey did what he did, it was too late. That's just my guess. I don't know. But I think it is a good. I mean, what other fight should he take right now at this point? If they're about belts, Norman has a belt. If you're gonna risk it, you might as well risk it against a bigger fight. Because, like you said, if he fights and were to lose to someone who's not as good, it's even worse. So I say, hey, just take it
this
and
this this
just try to do
this
I
try
mean,
to perform like he
this
did
how
against Norway.
this how I look at it, Juke. I look at it like this, right? I look at it like Devin and them. Turkey said, "Look, I got a car coming up in November, right? He already promised Devin and them a contract with Ryan Garcia, whoever, over just the case may be. So he let them know they got a fight coming in November. So Bill Haney, he put out a fight list, a 10 fight, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I really think he copied off Shakur. I mean, Tank when Tank said he got a list of people that he want to fight, right? So Bill Haney put out a list, whatever, because they trying to make that fight in November. They trying to get paid too. You know they need money. You know what I'm saying? So they like, shit, we need to hurry up and make a fight that's guaranteeable that Turkey gonna take and pay, not just no regular fight. So all the people wasn't available. You got Boots doing this. You got Tank and Shakur, they 135. You got Ryan Garcia, he didn't want to fight. It's a bunch of people that just ain't want to do nothing. T.O. didn't want to do nothing. So Brian Norman, the only option. But they not trying to risk. They really know it's a risk. You know what I'm saying? But they want that money. So that's when
But
they
but
take
Rich,
that
they,
but
fight.
they
that's the
had Rolly. They
problem though,
had
Rich.
Rolly on his hit list.
Rich, that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's what boxing is. We pay you a lot of money to fight niggas. That's a risk.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't nothing wrong with it. That's why I like this fight. But I feel like so now this shit adds up to if they want to get out the fight, yeah, because they know it's too much of a risk. But they just wanted to hurry up and make that card and get paid. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me ask y'all a question. Hey,
Before
Rich, you don't
somebody else
think
get on
that
that card
Rolly's
and
a
get in their
risk?
place.
You're Rich.
You said what?
Devin Haney had Rolly Romero on his hit list, and Rolly's at 147 now.
Rolly said
Him
he
and
want
Ryan
to fight.
Garcia fought it.
Rolly said he want to fight Devin.
Oh, you said you want to fight him?
Yeah, he said
When?
he don't like that style. Rolly said he never.
When?
Okay.
Y'all
He
didn't see
did.
that? He said he would never fight
No,
Devin. He don't like his style.
nah, he did say that
I
the other
never
day,
seen.
y'all.
Come on, man.
No,
I don't be
I didn't
just
know you
making
said
up
that. I
I
didn't
shit.
hear
didn't
you.
hear him say that.
He said I won't fight him. I don't like that style. He basically was going
Hey,
like he was
and that's
like
exactly why I
going on
just
him.
Because
said
he knows Devin
he'll beat
gonna run.
Rolly up.
What'd you say, Band Up?
And that's exactly why I said earlier he would beat Rolly up. And I didn't even know he said that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
No, he
I
wouldn't.
don't
did
think
say that.
he'd beat Rolly up.
No.
I definitely
He
don't
just
think
don't
he'd
like
beat
that
Rolly up.
style. You know how he talk funny, man. You know, no, Rolly, he talk funny. Like all he do is run. Like you know how he talk. Like for what?
Yeah. Rolly be on his funny man shit.
I'ma just say this.
Yeah.
Devin ain't do this shit with Jose Ramirez. He's a damn duck. There's no way
That's why
out
I'm
of
saying I
this,
want to ask.
Devin fans.
I want to know if he did this with Jose Ramirez.
I
I
know
really
one
want
thing.
to know.
I don't remember him going. I
He
don't remember
didn't.
Devin going on Twitter or Bill going on Twitter or social media, whatever, and saying, oh, did you get tested? Huh? Did you get tested? And like insinuate that they're drug cheats. I don't remember him doing that to Ramirez. I don't remember him, demanding that he
He
starts.
fucking up their
You
brain.
saw
You
that
seen that
shit,
person?
Juke?
You seen
You
that
seen him
person
when he
that
did
just
that shit, Juke?
you saw that person that just comment. She think that they juiced up. You insinuating stuff.
Who juiced up?
Nah, that person that just commented, that girl that commented and said, "Oh, y'all some idiots." Bill Haney insinuating that Brian Norman Jr. and them
But Rich, how can Bill Haney
on
insinuate anything and then get mad when we insinuate shit about him working with Snack?
And
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be a problem
Facts.
too, because
Facts.
even if Turkey does keep working with them, who's gonna keep wanting to fight Devin? If the minute you fight him, you got to deal with all this mess, which he's been doing for years, but now you got to be called a drug cheat. You got, especially if you're dangerous. Like, who wants to put up with that? Like, you're putting jackets on people there's no evidence to suggest. I understand wanting testing. That's
Oh,
fine.
so Fly Frequency said that Ramirez did test, man.
Guys,
And we know
y'all,
he tested,
So
and
so
so
he
is
keeping the
Brian
same
Norman
energy.
Jr.
So he keeping the same energy.
he's
No,
You gotta
Rich,
already
He's
respect
not
Rich.
keeping the
testing.
same
He's
energy.
Hold on,
testing. Y'all act
Rich.
like
Where
he's not
frequent
testing. He said,
flyer is lying at, Rich, Ramirez
Yeah.
was tested. Not for 19 weeks, for what they agreed upon. 8 weeks,
Oh.
9 weeks. Yeah, he did test. And Brian Norman Jr. has given him extra than Ramirez gave him. See, that's what frequent flyer not gonna tell you though. Frequent
Uh-huh.
liar. Frequent liar.
I mean, like this, it's a. But the only conversation we need to be having is why is Bill Haney making it so obvious that he's trying to get out of this fight? We can't sit here and talk like he's not testing. He's already agreed to test and extra testing. So that's out the way. He's testing. So the argument isn't if he's testing or not. The argument is why is Bill Haney making it so obvious that he's trying to get out of this fight? That's all we need to
You
talk
know
about.
what? I
Bill
don't
Haney
think.
like Donald Trump. Like Donald Trump would say some shit to the MAGA fan base. He'd say
Man,
some
I
shit
ain't
that
gonna lie to
everybody
you,
knows
man.
bullshit, but the MAGA
I
fan
ain't gonna
base
lie to
eats
you. I
up.
like the way Bill Haney move, man.
Bill
Exactly.
Haney know his fans, the Bill Haney dick riders and the
I like the
Hanos and
way
all
he
that
move,
bullshit.
man.
They go dick. They can say, "See,
Told
Brian
you
don't
that
do this
nigga a
juicing. He's
cult
scared of the
leader.
They
bottom
probably
test."
had a round table and shit.
That
Nigga
nigga
I
Bill
need
Hey,
Haney,
somebody
man.
I
to
got a
get in
question.
touch.
Hold on, I got a question for the
Go ahead.
panel. Who's paying for Brian Norman to test?
Turkey.
Oh,
And
okay.
and to my understanding, Turkey pays for 8 weeks. But so I guess I'm assuming Brian Norman's going to pay for the. I don't know, but to my understanding, it's still going over and beyond. And you're saying no. You know what? Forget what we agreed on. Forget what's contracted. I want to change my mind today, and you need to abide by whatever whims Bill Haney has. Now everybody has to do it or not your drug cheat. Like no one, everyone's not going to put up with that.
Right.
So, would you
Right.
say Bill Haney's in breach of contract?
I wouldn't say breach because he's trying to add something. I don't think it's breach because he's not trying to break anything that's already enforced. He's just trying to get Brian Norman to do something additional that he's not already contracted to. And that's why I don't think this is really about being worried about Brian Norman being on drugs. Because if they did, they would have made sure that the minute they agreed, that testing started right then and there. But he didn't do that. He waited, they agreed, did the press conference, everything was all good, and now suddenly he goes on social media to announce he wants all these additional things. I think he's trying to get out of it, but I don't think that he
Hey, so
understands that people know that.
hey, Juke. So what about this? What if he not trying? What if he just trying to fuck with them, man?
Nah, Rich.
Y'all ain't looking at it
Nah,
like that.
fam. Nope.
Nah.
Nah, he
Y'all
ain't
just looking
trolling.
at
That ain't no trolling shit.
You don't troll about pulling out of a fight, Rich. That's too far. You can troll about a bunch of other shit. You don't
And you
troll
don't
about
shit.
pulling
Word.
out of
Wait,
a
wait,
fight,
hold
gang.
on. But
and you
y'all
don't
don't. Wait, hold on. I ain't trying to bring him up because I ain't like the other guy on here, man. That just don't like him. But y'all remember, Tank said, man, the fight's over.
Oh,
The
here we
fight's
go.
canceled. Hold on, y'all don't remember him saying that? The fight's canceled when the fight was never canceled.
yes,
Well,
I do.
Frank Martin?
Nah, that's because of the
Wait,
bullshit that was
hold
going on
on.
in PBC.
Tank, look, Tank had all my aunts and grandmothers, 70 years old, mad about that shit. Y'all remember that? They thought they was. He said the fight was canceled and had everybody confused. Was the fight canceled or not?
No, don't nobody remember that shit you talking about.
No,
But
I
he
Y'all don't
still
remember
fought.
that?
You talking about Frank Martin? You talking about
Nah,
the Frank Martin
I'm
fight?
talking about when he fought Lamont Roach when it was in
Nah, I
December.
don't.
No, it was Frank
no, I
Martin,
do
I think.
It
remember,
was
and
Frank
I'm gonna tell you
Martin.
what I think the
I
difference.
don't remember no Lamont
No, I'm
Roach
gonna
shit.
tell y'all what the difference is, Rich. You
It
got to
was
put
Frank
context
Martin.
and
He said
stuff,
the
Rich.
fight canceled.
Rich. When he
Yeah.
said that, it's because Floyd Mayweather had put that out there already, and
Yup.
him and Floyd was going back and forth.
Okay.
Like they
It wasn't
always
like
do around
he
time he
just
have a
came
fight.
out of nowhere and said the fight was canceled. No, Floyd was putting that all over social media, and Tank was trolling him back. And then he was
Yep.
like,
Why
"I'm
you always
playing,
gotta bring up
y'all."
Tank though to be like, oh,
Oh,
Tank did this, so it's okay to but Tank
Right,
did
like,
this.
Because
like
Devin and Tank is
Hey, look, I
forever
never
linked.
said that. I never
No, they
no,
said that.
not.
they're
All I'm
forever linked because somebody intentionally linked themselves to them. They're
Right
linked.
there.
Right. They shouldn't even be linked. They're linked because one Devin, let's just say it, Devin, attached himself to Tank forever. But I kept bringing
Right.
up
Yep.
some sparring that happened yesterday when they were teenagers. That's why. But anyway,
Yep.
I think I understand what you're saying. We didn't. First of all, we didn't like that either when Tank did it. I didn't like that either. But the difference is that this is something that Tank does all the time. Tank always has some type of outburst. He's always mad. We know he's a little up and down. We know he's a little crazy. That's something he does. But you don't troll by putting a jacket on someone
Yo, somebody
about
mute your
PED.
background, y'all, please.
You're putting a jacket that someone's a PED cheat, especially after you were just cheated. So people are already going to give you sympathy, right? Because they understand that you were cheated before, right?
Ooh.
So now you're trying to garner even more sympathy, and now you're leveraging it and attacking other people. This is a stain that can stay on Brian forever, all because you want to change something in the last minute. Like that's something different. What Tank did, it made himself look crazy, right? What he's doing is playing with people's money, and you're hurting someone else's brand and leveraging accusations at people. Like that's different. And if he might be if he's not gonna, like I said, I think the fight's gonna go forward because I don't think that he's gonna be able to get out of it, or it's gonna destroy their brand outright. But the thing is that it's one thing if he just says, we're out, and you didn't say why. But you're literally demanding that someone do something just because you felt like it, and then claiming it's really because of PEDs. And it looks especially bad because you were just on video admitting basically that you tried to get your son out of the fight in the first place.
Hey, y'all, do y'all see what AJ put up? AJ, I don't know how much you frequent the channel, but my guy, I ain't heard nobody ask this question. I ain't even think of this myself. AJ, you is a goddamn genius. If Devin want to do all that, cool. Then the Normans need to have Devin use multiple testing agencies then.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
good. That's smart. That's smart.
I said that.
Need to bring your cider into it.
Yep, you saw it in water.
I just can't wait. I just can't wait. And Turkey, oh yeah, yo, I've been doing my business. I added Turkey today, and I said, Turkey, we need to see how you feeling about all of this, gang. I haven't even been able to check my Twitter to see if he responded or said nothing. All of this sound cool, but I just want to see how the Haney fans gonna act if Turkey don't back it. Then where the excuses go? Then y'all gonna stop knob gobbling Turkey then, huh? Y'all gonna have a problem with Turkey then, huh? Turkey gonna be wrong then, huh? That's all I want to know from the Haney fans. If Turkey don't back y'all, and y'all pull out this fight, and then he do what he did with Teofimo Lopez, don't wipe your mouth then. Don't use your knee pads then. Continue to gawk 3,000, okay? That's all I ask. I ask for consistency. Everybody know on my channel, I'm Mr. Consistency. Don't wait till it's you. Tank could not like what Turkey doing. He's a duck and he should do X, Y, and Z. Well, Devin, if Turkey don't back you, then you should do what Turkey says. Because Turkey got the bag. Turkey pay y'all. Turkey the man. Turkey giving us the biggest fights in boxing. Remember? I just want y'all to keep that same energy. Don't switch up on me now. Don't switch up on Turkey now, y'all. Don't start acting like Gervonta Davis, y'all. Please say yes, Turkey, Your Excellency. That's what you do, Devin, okay? Say yes, Your Excellency. I'll do whatever you say, like y'all been doing.
Let me just get this clarification on how the drug testing work. There's only 2 drug testing facilities in America that WADA have. And WADA does not do any drug testing. The motherfucker just come collect. It's just a middleman shit. I can start my own WADA. If you want to pay me $10,000, I go collect them samples too and send them to WADA.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And
that's all this shit is. Some fucking bullshit.
They should use a different testing agency. Isn't that what I think somebody said that yesterday on Tuesday's channel. They were saying that's what Ryan said he was going to do, right? Right before they're going to fight. I don't know if Tuesdays is still on here. But I
Yeah,
think
that's what
Wait,
happened.
they said what? I'm here. What
when
happened?
we were on live last night, didn't someone, I don't know if it was you or Jab Queen, were saying how like right before the fight fell through or whatever happened before he lost, that Ryan was saying if he rematched Devin, he would do a second drug testing agency or something. Wasn't he saying
Yes,
something like
yes. Somebody was saying, I can't remember who said that. It wasn't me, but they were saying that as soon as Ryan started talking about doing a second agency, that fight kind of started fading away, and
Nah,
we
that,
ain't hear
that,
nothing
that the
else
sec
about
the
it.
second fight, Ryan Garcia didn't want to fight him. Golden Boy ain't want to push
That is
that shit.
false. That's
Nah,
false, bro.
you can look it up. If Golden Boy ain't want to push it, Oscar nor Ryan wanted to fight the second fight, and then Ryan ended up saying his hand got injured anyway.
Ryan said he wanted to fight, but he had to go do whatever he had to do with his
Hey,
hands.
y'all,
He
I
said
got
he
a
still.
question though, y'all.
I'm not. I understand that you don't like Devin. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes,
What? Here y'all go with that like.
Oh
What
Lord.
does it have to do with
no.
like?
What I'm
What
saying
does
for
it have
real
to do
stuff.
with like?
I ain't no biased person when it comes to people, man. I remember him saying that he
How
didn't
am I
want.
being
Oh,
biased?
I
And I
remember
remember
Oscar De
him
La Hoya
saying that
saying
he
that
did. So how
Oscar
am I
De La Hoya
biased?
saying that they would never get another fight from us. I remember
And
him
Ryan
saying
said
that,
he don't care what Oscar talking about. He
but
still want to fight
Oscar
him.
run his
That's what
career.
Ryan said.
Oscar run his career.
Did he fight Ryan? Did he
Oscar
fight
run
Devontae
everything
Davis?
about
Did he
Ryan
fight? No,
Garcia.
he don't. No, he don't.
Yes, he does. You
Did
see,
Ryan
Ryan
Hey,
Garcia
Garcia
fight
supposed to fight
hey,
this
Javante
Rich.
Davis?
Japanese guy in Asia, and what happened? Oscar said, "Yeah, go
Did
ahead and do that,
Ryan
nigga. Go
Garcia
the fuck
fight
ahead and do that."
Javante Davis?
Yes,
If
indeed, he did. And
man,
two
I
things
ain't
could
one
be
of them
true at the
biased
same
people, man.
time.
I'm gonna admit to if it's somebody I
Hey
don't like,
Rich,
I
hey
don't care if I
Rich,
don't
hey
like them.
Rich,
I'm
hey
keep
Rich.
it
You
real,
know
man.
that
So
Ryan
hold
Garcia.
on, Dean. Let me clear this up.
Go,
Let me
no,
clear
go,
this
go
up
ahead, finish it, Tuesday. Go ahead.
so people can stop saying this to me. I do not make opinions off of emotion, y'all. I'm not sitting here and saying, oh, well, since I don't like him, I'm gonna say that Ryan said he do want to fight. I don't know why y'all keep saying that. Well, since you don't like him, that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. I heard Ryan say he don't care what Oscar talking about, he will fight Devin again. What does
And,
that have to
Yep.
do with like?
and from what I know is Oscar run that man career. If Oscar say something, he can't do shit.
Rich,
I
that's
know
Well,
that
not
he
for
true.
a
don't run
Rich,
his
fact.
Rich,
career no
hold on,
I
hold
more.
on,
seen him
hold on,
try to
hold on.
get a
Rich,
fight
Rich,
in
Rich. That is
Japan
not true. Hold
and
on,
trying
Rich.
to
Rich, Rich,
and
that is not true. Rich,
oh my.
I'm about to
Tell him,
tell you
Dean.
why.
School him,
Rich,
Dean.
Rich, I got the memory of an elephant, gang. I keep telling you this. Do you know why Oscar De La Hoya and them walked out the back door after Ryan Garcia got knocked out by Javante Davis?
Because they didn't want to fight, just like they didn't want
so he
Canelo to
can
fight.
do something that goes that's
Wait,
completely
hold on,
Ryan
different than
hold
doing
on.
Garcia
the
said,
thing.
Rich, Ryan Garcia said, Rich, that he deliberately went against Oscar De La Hoya wishes. You know who else said that, Rich?
Yeah.
Floyd Schofield taking the Shakur Stevenson fight.
Nah, see. That's the thing
Bro, you
about it,
can't
right?
hold on,
Wait,
Rich.
hold
You
on.
can't you,
That's
you
just
can't say
facts.
on one instance that they
Can
got
I
to do
talk?
everything Oscar say,
That
and
don't
then
work.
the two fighters come out and say that they deliberately went against what
And,
Oscar said.
guess what? I could bring up another instance. Canelo and Floyd.
You see,
He didn't want
I'm
Canelo
in
to
the
fight.
corner.
He didn't want Canelo to fight Floyd, right? But Canelo kept asking for it, right? But Oscar said out his mouth, we would never make that fight happen again. You know what I'm saying? And he was just that's what he's saying. They can't go against his wishes. You know what I'm saying? Because if he say that, he could really mean that. But if he sit back and be like this, all right, man, I'm gonna let y'all fight, man. But hey, this is a tough fight. Then that's something different. He's saying it like, fuck you, y'all ain't gonna never
Rich,
get a
Rich, Rich, that's
payday
Right.
not
from me.
You
true.
just
Rich,
admitted
Rich,
you just admitted
hold on, y'all,
Oh
Rich.
my God.
Oscar De La Hoya was trying to sue Ryan Garcia because of that.
He
That's why
sure
they started
was.
beefing, Rich. They beefed,
He sure was.
Rich. The reason why Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia even fell out in the first place, because Ryan Garcia deliberately went against what he wanted him to do, bro.
That
That's why
only
they
makes
fell
sense.
out.
That only makes sense because Ryan was about to
But
get
that's
paid
what
in
happened.
Asia.
That's
Ryan was
what
about to get paid.
happened, Rich. I'm not
Ry-
giving you
That's
my
what
opinion.
happened.
I'm telling you what happened.
So you said so Oscar was about to sue. Oscar did sue Ryan Garcia over the Tank fight.
He was going to, he
He
didn't
was
have a
trying to.
case.
okay. Can I just it's a
I don't know about that one,
what do
man.
you mean you don't know
Rich,
about
just
Why,
that?
go
why don't you
back to
just,
the
Okay,
before
videos
you
and go
say
watch
something, Rich,
Ryan
why don't you just
Garcia,
go
bro.
research that
I gotta
shit?
look that one up on
yes.
that because I know one thing. When he was about to fight that Chinese boy, Oscar said, "Go
Rich,
ahead and make that
bro,
fight."
bro, I
And
need you to listen to me, bro.
Ryan Garcia put on his
Bro,
story
Okay,
I
and
need
said,
you to
"Do
listen to me, bro. Ryan Garcia was asked How did the fight get made with you and Gervonta Davis? Bro, I got the memory of an elephant, brother. They asked him, how did the fight get made with you and Gervonta Davis? Ryan Garcia said, because I kept asking for it, and I went against Oscar, and them did not want me to take this fight. Rich, Oscar admitted on camera he didn't want Ryan to take this fight, and he told Ryan not to do it, but he said, Ryan, go ahead and do whatever you gonna do. And
Yeah,
that's why they fell out.
And
Okay,
that's
this is
Ryan
Dean.
don't be
hey,
stubborn too.
Dean, I understand that 100%.
Okay. Also, I just
I'm
wanted to add.
listening.
What?
StreamYard might have kicked him out.
Turned himself into a quiet
But
nigga.
nah,
Pat.
y'all.
He didn't talk himself out.
All I know is Floyd Schofield Sr. came out here and said, we directly went against what Oscar had when taking the Shakur Stevenson fight. I got more recent evidence.
I know,
of it.
and this what I'm saying. This what I'm trying to tell you. It's at the end of the day, it's up to Golden on it.
No.
Rich.
No, it's not.
It's up to the
Come
fighter
on, man.
to be
Don't
real.
say no. That's the truth. He's signed to them. That
Okay.
only makes sense.
There's
So
an
what's the point of
interview.
having him? If he don't
So
sign off
Rich,
on it,
so
the
Rich,
fight
so
not
Rich, so
happen,
Rich,
whether
I'm
it's
gonna
Golden Boy
end
or
it
not.
right here. Rich, if what you were saying was true, then why would Oscar be mad at him? Why would they fall out?
Because Oscar and I heard Ryan.
No, Rich,
say
stay
out his mouth
with me.
that they
Stay
not
with me,
getting-
Rich. Rich, if what you telling me is true, listen to me. Oscar would know that Ryan was going to fight Gervonta Davis ahead of time, right? Right, Rich? He would know that, right? Then if he didn't want it to happen, why would it happen? Why would he fall out with him afterwards if he had all of the control? Wouldn't he fall out with Ryan Garcia long before the Gervonta Davis fight happened?
See, now people acting like they don't know business, man. What I'm trying to say
Why
is
would he
this,
fall afterwards, Rich? If he was okay with what he did, if he gave him go ahead to do it, why would he be mad after the fact, after he did it?
Because he gave him, because he basically fucked up his money by doing that. He could have kept, Ryan could have kept doing his own path. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
So, Rich, why would he fall out with him before the fight, Rich?
So you basically saying, so this is what y'all basically saying on this panel. Ryan Garcia could fight somebody right now without Golden Boy permission under another contract. That's what y'all basically saying.
That's what
I don't think Ryan is under Golden Boy no more.
We don't have to
He's still
say
under
it.
Golden Boy.
We don't
He's
have to
still
say
under
it.
Golden Boy.
He's done it, Rich.
Y'all don't.
He's
He
already
never
done it.
did. He never fought nobody without Golden Boy signing off on shit.
Yes, he did. Okay, Rich.
Where?
There's an
He fought
interview.
Tank.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. There is
He
an
fought
interview.
Tank.
I'm trying to. Okay,
Oh
Rich,
my
could you just
God.
listen? There is an interview of Ryan Garcia's father on YouTube. You can find it of him explain. Please listen. If he's on it, he's doing interviews saying that if we left it up to Oscar and Golden Boy, the fight wouldn't have happened. Me and the lawyer reached out to Al personally and made the fight, and that's why Oscar wanted to sue. That's why Oscar wanted to sue, because he was basically trying to say that Ryan breached. But if he did that, Ryan's his biggest star at the time, so that's why he probably did it. But the point is that he did. It happened. So we don't. It's not what we're telling you. It literally happened, and his own is on YouTube admitting to it. Oscar said he did everything he could to stop it.
Facts, Rich. He said that, Rich.
This why I'm saying to you, right?
Rich. If he had the power to stop it and he didn't want it to happen, why he ain't stop it, Rich? That's my question.
Man, this
if he had so much power, Rich, and he didn't want the fight to happen, that documented. Oscar De La Hoya did not want that fight to happen. Then why did the fight happen then, Rich?
All right, so Oscar ain't signed off. Ryan did what he wanted to do. That's what fighters could do.
Rich, I asked you a question, bro. If you telling me, Rich, if you telling me, Dean, Oscar got all of the power and got to sign off on it, right?
He definitely got to sign off. If the contract under contract,
okay, Rich, I'm with you. Now, Rich, if he didn't want it to happen, he has all of the power.
Right.
How did it happen then?
Because Oscar probably signed off on it and got paid. He probably got paid from it and signed off on it.
Of course he got paid from it.
He
All right,
definitely did. He definitely got paid.
That's
He
all
got
I'm saying.
$6 million. That's why
listen,
he
that-
was upset with Ryan. That's why they wasn't there.
That's
That's why.
all. Okay, this is all I'm saying, right? When Ryan Garcia was supposed to fight that Japanese guy in last year, or like the beginning of January or something like that, right? Oscar said, Oscar put out that thing on Thursdays that he always do. He said, remember, you can't do this. He basically was saying that he was under a contract. Ryan Garcia put on his thing on his page, the fight canceled. We will we will resume
Rich,
this.
I
'Cause
remember
he
that,
can't do
Rich.
it. He
The
knows
part
he
that
can't do that without
you
no. Well, let me talk.
He's already done it.
All right, man, y'all right.
Let me tell you
Y'all
what.
right. Y'all right now.
Hold on, y'all. Rich,
Y'all
the
right.
part
Y'all
you
right.
not
Now
hearing
fighters
me
could
on,
go.
Rich.
Now fighters can fight anybody with nobody.
Rich,
with
you just dismissed everything I said, bro. You're telling me Oscar has all of the power, and he didn't want to fight. Well, if he had all of the power, Rich, then the fight wouldn't have happened. Him and Ryan would have never fell out. He would have never tried to sue Ryan for breach of contract. It's why they wasn't with him, Rich, at the post press conference. It's why Ryan Garcia thanked Tank Davis for being a real one and showing him support when his team didn't. And his team didn't show him support, Rich, because they didn't want him to take that fight. And that's why they fell out, and Oscar was trying to sue him for breach of contract, brother.
Hey, Dean, remember, motherfucking B-Hop was in an interview with Fight Hype and he motherfucking said that he didn't want him to take that fight.
Just because you don't want to make somebody take a fight, that don't mean that you got to sign on. That don't mean that. That's like right now.
Let me get to this. Super chat. Mexican Style said with the pound. Next stipulation in the fight will be Ryan Norman Jr. needs to leave the left hand tied behind his back to come fight me. This the other part you leaving out.
Yeah.
Oscar, it was either I'll go do it, because think about it, Rick. Oscar still got paid and was trying to sue Ryan Garcia. Why would he do that if he got all of the power? That don't even make sense.
That's all I'm saying is if you get paid for something like that, if Oscar
that don't make sense, Rich.
That makes sense, right? But what I'm saying to you is this: if Oscar flat out don't want Ryan Garcia to fight again, fight Devin Haney, he could literally say, "I don't want that fight," and sign off for nothing, not get paid for shit. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It ain't no going around that.
He tried to do that with Tank, and he went behind his back and made it anyway with a lawyer.
That don't even make it. If you go,
he already did it, Rich. Why are you
You're saying something can't happen.
All right, y'all right, man. Y'all right.
We know we're
right. Why did Oscar De La Hoya try to sue Ryan Garcia?
So basically, what y'all saying is that, in other words, that you don't got to sign to no
Rich,
promoter.
No, Rich. I ain't basically saying anything. I'm asking you, Rich. Why did Oscar De La Hoya? Rich, why did Oscar De La Hoya try to sue Ryan Garcia, Rich?
Man, I don't know. I really don't know about that.
Come on, all right, my guy.
Now I'm being serious.
For breach of contract, Rich. For breach of contract, Rich.
He went behind his back and made a fight without him. It happened already.
So he made a fight. He made a fight without him, but he got paid for the fight.
He gonna get paid for anybody. Yes. It don't matter. He still made it without him.
So he signed. So
yep.
he signed.
You keep asking us about something that's happened.
Golden Boy papers. He signed Oscar De La Hoya. So who was his promoter at the time? Nobody was.
He signed with PPC to make the fight.
Huh?
He signed with PPC to make the fight, Rich.
Okay. So basically, you know more than Ryan's father. Okay.
So that means Keyshawn Davis right now could leave Top Rank and hurry up and sign.
We're not talking about Keyshawn
Davis. I'm asking y'all a question.
Hey, Rich, can I say something real quick, please?
He can sign with PPC right now under
Can I say something real quick?
Back and make a fight.
You know what? You're right.
Hey, Rich, check this out, Rich. Look. Ryan Garcia was the biggest star on fucking Golden Boy. That was Oscar's biggest star.
Yep.
In an interview, they asked Oscar in an interview if Ryan Garcia was ready for Tank. Oscar said no. Tank is a beast. But Ryan persisted and he wanted to fight. He was going to fight regardless. Oscar had no choice but to let it happen.
That's all
Well,
I'm
Oscar,
saying.
but what Rich is trying to say is if
Hold on,
Oscar
Frequent. I
don't
ain't telling
sign
you to go
off on
yet,
it,
Frequent. I ain't
Let him
done.
talk. Let him talk.
if he
Hold on. No, it ain't no let him talk. He'll talk when I'm ready for him to talk. I got a big point to bring out that's about to put all of this to bed. Do y'all know a fighter by the name of Jared Anderson? Oh, y'all do, right? Bob Arum came out here and said that Jared Anderson went directly behind his back and dealt with Turkey personally. That's why Jared Anderson, that's why Bob Arum and Turkey fell out.
Yeah.
No.
Sure did.
but look, but this
They act
this
like
the thing
promoters
though.
have to.
Huh?
They act like there's a permission slip.
But look, this the thing though. Bob
No,
Arum
it ain't
has to
no, this
sign
the
off.
thing. Did that happen or
He
not?
has to
Yes or no?
sign off on the fight though.
He did
If
not.
Golden Boy,
There is no permission slip.
if Oscar De
Man,
La
I
Hoya,
swear people ain't never did
Oscar
business
De La
before you
Hoya
Bob
never
Arum.
signed.
Hold on,
Hold on,
Frequent.
People
Rich.
ain't don't know about
Hold
business,
on,
man. That's all I'm trying to
Frequent.
Hold
Somebody
on, listen.
somebody background, y'all, please. If y'all hear that, put your background. Y'all hear it.
I would never.
Who background is that,
I don't
y'all?
know who that is. I was on mute.
I know
That's
that.
Queen Mimi.
I
Mute
went
Queen
by you,
Mimi.
bro. Yes, it was. Junior. You
No,
know
that's
what?
not Queen Mimi.
No, that's Enigma. Enigma, that's
There
you.
is no need to make your point because you're going to. There's no
That's
change in your mind.
Mute
Enigma.
him,
There's no
though,
need to
D.
make your point because you're saying what
Mute
it
him,
is.
D.
But you don't have to though. It's okay.
Just put him
Tell
on
me it
mute,
won't jump
Dean.
up on you. It's okay. You should stop it.
D, you can mute him, D.
That's the dude right below you.
You mean it?
Before, Dean.
Hold
Before,
on, Rich. Let me say this. If Oscar, the thing is, Oscar De La Hoya has to sign off on the fight for it to happen. Because if he don't sign off on the fight, then he can sue the other promotional company. He could send a cease and desist, and he could sue the PBC. The PBC ain't trying to get sued, so they would never put on the fight without his signature on it. Is what he's saying, bro. How
that's
y'all don't
all
know
I'm
that?
trying. That
Okay, so are you saying
all I'm
that
trying.
when a
That's
fighter takes a
like,
fight, there's a permission slip that the promoter has to sign?
that's like
No, there's not a permission slip, but he has to sign the contract too. The promoters have to sign the contract. If they don't, if the promoter is not on it, they can send a cease and desist if they're talking to their fighter or anything if they don't like it. If Oscar De La Hoya didn't sign off on the Tank fight, then he could sue the PBC, and the PBC know they could get sued, so they won't never do it. They wouldn't put the fight
So
on
frequent
without the
flyer.
promoter's signature.
Because people break the
Frequent
contract
flyer.
without getting
The
sued.
frequent flyer. Why did Oscar De La Hoya try to sue Ryan Garcia?
I don't know. You got to ask Oscar De La Hoya that, but he still had
We
to put his
asked Oscar.
name up.
I know the
Maybe
answer.
he
They
didn't.
asked Oscar De La Hoya that. I'm asking you since you got up here speaking as if you know. So why did Oscar De La Hoya try to sue Ryan Garcia after the Tank fight?
We know that Ryan Garcia
I asked you a
wanted the
question,
fight,
brother.
and Oscar didn't want the fight. He didn't
I
want the
asked you a
fight. That don't
question.
mean that he
Don't
didn't
dance
sign
up
off.
here. A frequent liar. Frequent
I
liar. I
just
asked
gave
you a
you the reason
question.
why. Stop calling
A
me a
frequent
liar,
liar. I
bro.
asked you a question,
Stop
brother.
calling me a liar, bro.
Frequent flyer. I asked you a question, brother. Why?
And I answered the question,
Why
bro.
did Oscar De La Hoya try to sue Ryan Garcia?
I answered the question. I said we know that Ryan Garcia wanted to fight and Oscar didn't. So maybe it's because Oscar didn't want the fight, and he
So
feel
that would
like
mean what?
he feel like that he shouldn't have took that road right there. But that don't mean that he didn't sign off on the fight.
Frequent. That's not how it works. You can't say that frequent and then say he had to sign off on it. You can't sue somebody after something you signed off on, frequent. So I'm asking you again, since y'all all lawyers up here,
Why not? Why
my
can't
mother
you,
was an
bro? How
actual
you can sue
paralegal, my
somebody for
guy.
something that
So
you
stop.
signed off on? Where you get that from?
Hold on. Frequent flyer.
y'all.
Bro, I work around
Frequent
lawyers all
flyer.
day. You're not gonna
Frequent
tell me
flyer. I'm
that
gonna
you
ask
can't
you
sue
again,
somebody
brother.
for something you signed
Frequent
off on,
flyer.
bro.
Frequent flyer. You cannot sue somebody for something you signed off on.
Yes, you can, bro. Yes, you can.
Frequent flyer.
You
Nigga.
can't.
I work around lawyers all day. You're not going to tell me something
Bro,
that's
you
not
can
true.
only do that. Listen, you can do that, but you can only do that shit in certain situations, and this
So
is not one
frequent.
of those situations.
So he gonna sign off on the fight and then sue you for the fight? Come on,
That makes no
frequent.
I was
sense.
just about,
Stop
hold
it.
on, y'all. I was just about to say that. Frequent flyer. That applies when you breach the contract as far as things and obligations you have to do. The
Right
problem
there.
is with that is not boxing. The only obligation a fighter has, the only thing a fighter has to do is fight. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you,
Yeah.
All right. Because they talking
Man,
over
Rich
me
need to
like they
go on
don't hear
timeout for
like they
bringing
don't
this
hear
shit
what I'm
even up.
saying. The fighter obligation is to
I ain't
fight.
bringing that up. I'm just what I'm saying is that
Hold on,
Oscar
Rich.
should
The
never even
fighter
Oscar
obligation
if
is
he
to
got the right
fight.
to not make any fight happen.
Rich,
Oscar said
why is you over
on the
talking
stand.
me, brother,
He
while I'm
said
trying
I
to
can make.
talk, my guy?
Now somebody just said something. I
The
ain't hear you.
fighter obligation is to fight. If you sign off on a fighter to fight, you cannot sue that fighter if he fights or a fight that you said okay on. So I'm going to ask again, why would Oscar sue Ryan Garcia knowing he was going to fight about a fight that he said okay to? It doesn't make sense. He was going to sue Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia went behind his back and made a fight with Gervonta Davis, and Oscar De La Hoya was not okay with it. And like Enigma said, he was put in a position where he had no choice. And then he tried to double back after the fight happened to sue the guy. Y'all want to know why that didn't go through? It didn't go through because Oscar knows that Ryan Garcia is his biggest fighter. That if he go through with that, Ryan Garcia was about to be a free agent. Y'all forget all of this, bro.
All of that.
Ryan Garcia only had one fight left on that deal. And it's easy for fighters to get out of deals. Rappers do it all of the time.
And his last fight on that deal was the fight with Devin Haney.
So, again, Oscar De La Hoya has been out here and admitted that he did not want him to take that fight. And Ryan took it anyway. And we saw the same thing happen with Jared Anderson and Bob Arum. That's why
You talking
Bob
about the
fell out
McCauley fight, right?
with Turkey.
Hey, then you talking about that McCauley fight, right?
The McCauley fight. Bob Arum said, I did not want Jared Anderson to take this fight. But he went directly with Turkey and made the fight.
Yep.
And that's why Bob Arum and Turkey fell out for like 7-8 months.
That's exactly what happened.
In the discussion. But look, y'all, I've been on here 3 hours. About to get up out of here. I gotta go get ready to go to this party later. You know, I'm being there two-stepping. You understand? So I appreciate y'all.
Tight
And y'all holler at
my boy
man.
D.
All right, D.
We gonna be back
All
up
right,
here.
In the name of love.
Channel.
About to do some R. Kelly stepping.
You know I am. All white party too. I'm gonna be in there looking like an angel. You hear me? I'm an angel.
Hey, I can go be
Yes, sir.
I'll pick it up tomorrow.
Nah, real rap. Yo, I appreciate y'all, yo. All the love. Great live. Hey, Devin, what you gonna do when 50K is all you do? What you gonna do when you gotta pick up the Rougarou? Huh? Hey, Devin, Bill, you looking like a track star. Remember you called Regis Trainer a track star, track coach? Well, my guy look like you've been taking some classes, gang. It looked like you've been taking some classes. You hear me? 40 mil bill, what they call them. But I'm about to switch it to 19 weeks bill. You understand? 19 weeks bill.
Call that nigga Bill Back Dough. Back do good.
Yo, I appreciate y'all. Holla at your boy. Y'all be safe. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Get at me.
Peace. Y'all be smooth.
Salute.
All right,
One
fellas.
love.
Have a good Saturday, y'all.
Peace.